What's up,
What
everyone?
up?
Thanks for coming out to the Thunderdome. What up, Will?
What's going on?
Nothing much, just chilling. This lovely day.
Yes, it's nice out right now.
Nice and sunny out there. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't wait to get out. I'm going to get out there and do some stuff in the backyard later today.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I got to do myself. We were talking backstage. I'm going to get some rat tubs cleaned up and the snakes all cleaned, and then I got to go out, do the backyard, get it mowed, get it all seeded and all that good stuff. So get that spring cleaning going.
Yeah, that's more or less what I'm doing. It's going to be spring cleaning and then also kind of getting stuff ready for the shop out there for the snakes. So I'm trying
Nice.
to get that done too. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, we got some rain coming in here next week, too, or was it tomorrow? I want to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we got rain coming, so might try to get a couple snakes together and stuff, get some locks going. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain Monday here too. I know it's been raining here like crazy lately, but I've just been kind of, oh wait, no, not anymore. It
Right?
was, but yeah, it's been rainy, but I haven't been pairing nothing up. Just because I don't want to do it before the move. If anything, I do it after the move. You know what I mean?
Oh, you guys are getting ready to move soon.
Well, I'm gonna move everything into the shop out back once
Oh,
I
I
get
see.
it built.
Yeah, I got you.
And so I'm just like not wanting to pair up until after I get them all moved out there and settled back in.
Yeah.
Then I'll start pairing back up.
Yeah, I hear you on that. That was one of kind of the things too. I might be okay. I'll probably be okay starting to breed them because here in about 3-4 weeks, I need to have them come out and finally do that check on the house and everything. So I think that's why I kind of didn't want to really do any breedings and get, have stuff like that where I'm having to move things and all that. But I think just with one lock, I'll be okay. Later, that's not really.
Oh yeah.
If they were pregnant or something, you know what I mean? That'd be a little different. But
yeah, and I know right now I don't have anything that's gonna drop or anything, so I'm in the clear of all that. My last one just went a little while ago, so
nice.
Yeah, May 15th is when they're due or something like that. I got seven good eggs.
Nice. What's up, Mark? Football as well. We got Eric B in the house. What up, Eric?
What up, Eric?
Thanks for coming out. That's right. Make sure you hit that, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and share it out.
Got it all.
James B. What up, James? That's what I need to do. Consider it done. Thank you, you're a good friend. Out shopping for rodent feed. I need to go pick up some myself. I got some left, but I still need to go grab some here in a few days.
Yeah, I usually. Yeah, I'm double dipping. Yeah, I usually just get it all at the same time when I'm getting my chicken food because a lot of that stuff's all my chicken food stuff anyway. So
yeah,
it's kind of easy, just double the order.
You guys got a Tractor Supply up there?
Yeah, but they're not called Tractor Supplies. They're like Wilco and like Basin Feed Supply or something like that.
Oh shoot!
But they're basically Tractor Supplies. Nice. But yeah.
Justin, what's up, brother? Hope all is well with you.
Uh-oh.
Where you at, Justin? You at an expo or are you chilling out the pad?
I know. Is there a bunch of shows going on? I know there's one in like Del Mar or something going on, right?
Yeah, I think so. There's quite a bit. That's right, Justin. I'm on your time. That's my middle name, so I guess it's the just in time. What up, Brave? Hope all is well, man. How you doing? Did you make any smoothies? I had one yesterday. I had what was it? Actually, it was a milkshake. It was cherry ice cream with
Cherry.
some banana in it.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's got
You
those.
don't hear cherry often.
Yeah, and it's got the little cherries in it too.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, little maraschino, whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Those things are so good.
Oh, I agree.
I love them.
Everyone in the house hates them, so they give them to me.
They don't like the cherries?
Nope. So on top of the Sundays and stuff, I get them all.
What is wrong with
I'm
them?
okay with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't complain either. I'd be like, what else do you not like? Mashed potatoes and steak? Let me have that too.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, they love that stuff. That's for sure.
What up, Pierce? Hope all is well. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, I think there was all kinds of shows going though, like we were saying earlier. I know there's always one going in Florida, but what's that one that Ken went to?
Is that Gettysburg?
Oh yeah, it was Gettysburg that he's going to. That's right.
I seen Chuck earlier. I think he was at Del Mar, California, or is that where it is?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
San Diego area.
San Diego's nice. I want to go to that super show up there, man. That thing's so huge.
Pause. So yeah. Now is that the Pomona one, or is that a different show besides the Pomona one?
That one's always got me confused. It always messes with me. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to do some research and look it up. And
I've always been curious because when I lived down there, I knew nothing about any of these shows ever existing. I don't know if they were around back then, but if they were, I mean, I never heard anything about them. But Pomona, I mean, of all, that wasn't too far away from where I live. So it's like, did these just pop up in the last few years, or?
Right. Yeah. What was it? It was about. So I heard of that super show over there in San Diego before I even seen it, but we were going down there on a trip, and the day that we went down, I was looking over off the side of the freeway, and I seen the big old thing, the banner it had out there, the super show, and I was like, oh man, I would love just to take a detour right now. But it wasn't just me; it was like other people we had gone with, so I couldn't just do that. But yeah, I seen that, and I was like, man, that thing's freaking big. Like, there's so many, like, it's popping in there.
Yeah, now I'm very, very, very curious about that. California Reptile Super Show, California, right?
Yeah. And it's in San Diego. I'm doing good, man.
Los Angeles. Oh, they do them in LA and in Anaheim.
Damn. I had a tropical last night. I've been going to the 7-Eleven of late.
They have two? This one says Anaheim. Oh, yeah. Okay. Pomona Fairplex, Anaheim Convention Center. Okay, yeah. So it's two different places. But yeah, so I guess that is the Super Show. Both of them.
The Pomona and Anaheim?
Yeah, they're both the Super Show. Okay, so that takes care of that confusion for me anyways.
What's up,
I didn't realize they're both Super Shows. Damn.
What's up, Mariah? Hope all is well.
Dallas, Gettysburg, and a bunch of others. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of them going right now. And then next weekend, next Saturday, we have the one-day one here.
Oh, shoot, nice.
Yeah, it's on my birthday too, so I get to go and check that out.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was sitting there. We were talking on the RWO show the other day, and Justin or somebody, I think it was Justin, he was asking if we're vending any shows or at least going in any of them. I was like, no, I'll probably be vending next year. I'll finally get to vend. In fact, we have it in April. And so when we were sitting there talking about it, I went and looked to see. That reminds me, I'll look up the date, and I went and looked. I couldn't even find it. The only one I found was from 2024 when they had it in October, because they used to do it in April. Well, I think they even did it in like February or March and then switched it to April, but they always had the April show. And then they ended up like a year or two, I think it was 2 years ago, they did the one in October because they canceled the April one because they were doing like renovation over there or whatever. So they moved it to another place and did it in October. And then the following year, they brought it back in April and then still did the October one, which was last year. But I can't find that October one or the April one for this year. So, and it's only like, usually they do it around like the 15th or 20th that's less than a month away. So I don't think that one's probably going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. We're supposed to have, we have the Pac Northwest ones up here. So we have Hillsboro, and then I don't know if it's going back to Puyallup or not. James should be able to tell us on that one though. But those are big shows. Those are nice shows too.
Yeah. Better not have the wrong jeans on the list, everybody.
Tri-stripe, huh?
Eric, that's not my fault though, bro. This is this is AI generated, so this is their bullshit.
Yeah.
I didn't really, and actually, what happened was I forgot to get the send it out to a few people, and a few people didn't send their list to me, so I didn't get enough time. I've been busy, so I went and got it off of the phone, Googled it, but like I said, it was the AI what they thought. So, but it's not anybody's top 10. Like I said, it's AI, but the way that they worded it was it's the top 10 ball pythons that they are working into that people breed into projects. Bosa, what's up, Aaron? Hope all is well.
Bosa?
Hopefully the wife's doing good too.
Yeah.
She's gotten so many treatments done already, so hopefully that's knocking that crappy ass cancer out of the way.
Yeah.
% on that one.
You gotta get him out of here before Victoria sees him. We're in the middle of a lake. We don't need to push him overboard. There are boats out there. Somebody's gonna pick him up. Fine. Give him a flashlight.
Eric, you know what? I would kind of agree with you on that one.
Oh, shoot.
That ain't no lie. Hell yeah, nice.
Good.
I'm glad to hear that. Did they have they said anything, bro? Like on the results, have they been able to check and see if it's kind of diminishing or?
Why they say alcohol's a depressant? It fixes everything.
Fuck that cancer.
For sure. Straight up.
Let's see here. And just in case anybody doesn't know yet, I'm sure you guys all have heard. We're doing a benefit auction for Ken and his daughter, April 26th. It's going to be at 12 p.m. Pacific time, so 3 p.m. Eastern, again on April 26th. So she's been having a lot of seizures and everything. So we decided to do this auction and help them out because they had a pretty expensive helicopter ride that the insurance paid quite a bit on, but still left a lot of money to pay off on it. And then plus they had to go up there and spend money on a hotel and all that stuff as she was in the hospital. So if anybody wants to donate anything, let me know, reach out. That way I could write down, get the list. I got a list going already, but get you on the list. And then, or just if you want to buy anything, at least you know the auction's coming up. So again, that will be April 26th at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And let's see here. Oh, shoot. I messed up. I thought I had it in here.
What up, Stan?
rescan on April 3rd to see where we are at. Sweet. Well, prayers sent. Hopefully all goes well with that. I know it's going to be some good news. We're going to have positive vibes on that. That's right, Mark. Diana Strong. Stan, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. I didn't see a picture of the ocean earlier. Of course, you're probably not working either, so. Let's see here. We got, all right. So, AI overview top 10 ball pythons. Again, that's what is going, the top 10 that people are breeding into their project. So, Tommy, what's up, brother?
What up, Tommy? Repticon. All right.
When's that?
That's what Stan's saying. He went to Repticon.
Oh, I went to Repticon today. Okay, nice.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. Did you get any pickups, Dan? That's right. Top 10 bullshit list. That's right, Stan. Okay, you want to start it off, Will?
It's a top 10 used right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Sunset.
Sunset? No. And I will say, though, that a lot of this stuff's kind of basic.
Oh, okay. I'll think basic.
Mark said Hurricane. No, Mark, no Hurricane. I guess since it's you, Will, you can guess again.
Okay. I'm going to agree with Eric B, but I'm going to say Pastel.
Yep. What number do you think that was?
Oh, it's got to be top 3. So I'm going to say 3.
It was actually number 1.
Oh, okay.
Let me go through here. Tri-Stripe and Stranger. Oh, Black Exanthe, Redhead. Nope.
So I'm going to say it's probably going to, you're saying more basic. So let's see. Yeah, like Justin saying Clown.
Clown is yes on there.
This is about to
What
be
up,
some
Eric?
bullshit. This list is bull crap.
It is. Yeah, Clown's on there. Justin, what number do you think that's at?
Wait, what'd you say?
Oh, Justin guessed one of the genes in there, Clown. So I was
Better be
wondering.
at 10.
No. Judging by the way they put Pastel at number 1, you would think Clown would be number 10.
Right.
Oh my goodness. That's probably at the top of the list.
Yeah, Mark, I agree. It is. Clown actually came in at number 3.
Oh, shit.
What other one?
Horrible. I'm selling all my ball pythons. Goodbye.
Let's say Fire.
Yes, Inchie's in there, Justin.
Oh, Inchie.
And that was number 5.
Oh, hell no.
Very simple. Very simple genes.
Very simple.
Okay.
I don't know anybody running out to grab NG to add to their product. Just saying.
Oh, look, here we go.
What up,
Now they're
Josh?
running.
Yeah, Mark Pite is on there. If you want to take a guess at what number? Yeah, Tommy. Or wait, hold on. Yeah, Tommy GHI is on there. GHI. If you want to take a shot at that, what number do you think that's at?
That's horrible.
I guess
Say 7.
Pinch or GHI was actually number 10.
Oh, wow.
And then on
How the hell did NG beat GHI?
Yeah, I agree with you. That's pretty fucking stupid. Yeah, Mark Pite is on there. And whatever number you want to guess at on that. Hypo is not on there.
Oh, this is bullcrap.
Pinstripe is not on there.
Spider.
Spider, yes.
Oh,
Really?
I'm
Really?
done. I am done.
Really? What number is that one?
It's probably
Go for it, Eric.
7.
Close. That was number 6.
Wow.
Wow.
No pinstripe.
I'm selling. Listen, if this is how ball pythons are going to be, I'm selling them all.
So there's still a few left, or no?
So we got number 2, number 4, number 7, 8, and 9. And one of these you guys aren't going to guess. I kind of threw in another gene. I don't even know what the fuck it is. I've never heard of it. So I threw in my own gene just to fucking, if you guys
That's
hit
some
it.
bullshit.
Man. Well, let's see. So.
Oh wait, somebody said Pied, huh?
Yeah.
Pied was number 2.
Oh, look. Yeah. See, Josh said, lesser. And then there's albino.
Calico.
So lesser, yeah, it was butter.
What?
Butter was on there.
Oh, they're going to make a snake that they don't want to sell. Okay, I got you.
Snakes that don't sell.
Nerd genes.
Justin, so you got that's actually not on there, but it is. So what happened was that's the one I was talking about. The number 9 gene was blood rid. Have you guys ever heard of that?
It was what?
Blood rid.
Yeah, blood rid.
No,
Blood rid.
not in ball pythons. I heard about blood red albino corn snakes.
Yeah. So that was number 9, but I put albino for that because that was
All right,
bullshit.
because AI is full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've
Pull
never
a
heard
little
of
bit
that.
of this and a little bit of that.
All right, since I see how this is going, how about G stripe?
G-stripe? No.
Thank God.
Do not put my good genes with that piece of shit list.
Yeah.
Look at the list already.
Mark said this is the top 10 list of nerd genes. Let's throw on odium and furl for the win.
Oh man.
Cinnamon
Mojave.
number 8. Actually, no, there's no cinnamon, Stan.
Wow.
Where's the Mojave at?
What'd you say?
Mojave.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
You can't have lesser without Mojave.
And you have number 4. It was either number 4 or 7.
Leopard. Yeah.
I didn't know we were doing the basic gene list.
This is what I was
Completely
thinking
basic,
too.
like,
That's what it
I
came
was
down
thinking.
to.
It's stuff nobody really wants to breed for the most part.
No leopard, no trick blitz hurricane. This is basic. It's a basic gene. It's been
Oh,
around.
dude, yeah, Josh, it's the beginning of the generation of ball pythons list.
Yeah.
Like gravel.
Fucking spiders on there, fuck's sake.
Will was kind of close.
Oh, granite.
No. It's a gene that's been around forever, and everybody uses it.
I think they already got it in the chat.
Bam. Number 4.
Oh, that's even worse. Let's make more white snakes.
Will already knew. He's like, I think they already got it in the chat.
Yeah.
What up, Jamie?
Special is too cool for this list, is all I'm saying.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah, this was the most basic list. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
how many spots are left? Was that all?
That was it.
But these are just the genes that are worked into most breeding projects, correct?
I'm gonna say is farewell to the ball python world. This is what we have to look for. If y'all are going out there and looking for them genes, oh my god.
Yeah, we had pastel number 1, pied number 2, male number 3, yellow belly number 4, inchy number 5, spider number 6, Mojave number 7, butter number 8, blood red albino I called it number 9, and GHI number 10.
I feel bad for GHI for being on that list with them other.
I agree with you, Eric.
Best one on that list is GHI.
Exactly.
Got to start a poll and get a vote of what people think are the top 10 lists and how many votes what gene gets and what's going to be. You got to figure out a list and then get a vote, and then
that would be pretty cool. Like you said, put a list and then have everybody vote and kind of, I guess, do what.
Get a poll out of it.
Yeah.
Why not?
That would be pretty cool.
And then I can see how many people I can yell at. Everybody breeding anything with albino, I'm calling you out.
Oh.
Anything with bell gene, for the most part, I'm probably going to call you out. Some of it looks good, but a lot of people don't do it smartly.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything Kike says, I'm calling out.
All right. So the trivia question is, who created Scrambler and when was it first produced?
Well,
created or ID'd? Because
Chris Herndon was one, right? But there was a couple.
Actually, the first person to acquire and point it out was Marcus Jane.
Was it Ozzy?
But the animal he got it from came from Ozzy.
Yeah, see, there's like 3 people.
So therefore, Ozzy would have had to been the guy that technically
2009
created it, but.
See, I was thinking like 2004, but yeah, 2009 might be around.
Okay, this is the information I got. It was Marcus Jane, and it was in 2014.
Oh, wow.
Marcus Jane probably named it back then, but I think that gene was floating around from Ozzy in his collection since
right.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a hard call.
Yeah.
To pick how that would be technically right, because not all information is true information that we get, unfortunately.
I agree with you. And that was
the fact with stuff like that, how it hides and it has to pop out, so you can like.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. Yeah. It does make it. There's so many different, like you said. I mean, that's what it's listed by, but at the same time, if Ozzy's the first one that had that, I mean,
it may be listed from Marcus Jane may have named it, but like, he even says it when he talks about it that it came from animals. He came from Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
So it was already in there.
And I can't remember. Don't quote me. I could be wrong. I want to say that one I looked up was on Morph Market. but don't quote me on that. It could have been something. I think it was Morph Market that was saying that. I try to get stuff as accurate as possible, but I don't know. It's like you said, Eric. It's kind of tough.
Accurate as possible. That list was far from accurate.
Yeah.
I'm calling you out on that bullshit.
Hey, I did say it was AI generated. MJ bought it.
That's AI is broke. Passed up with nowhere beating you on that top 10 list.
No.
Yeah, I need to get some more lists. In fact, I still need to get one from Justin. I know he's pretty busy though.
We don't need Justin's excuses.
Oh, Cheechy boy.
Yeah. I was going to say, okay, that's why it kind of sounded familiar. Josh, I watched that episode.
That I meant to catch, and I still got to go rewatch that. I was pissed. My notification.
Well, he talks about it on Genetic Canvas, the Screamer episode, too.
Yeah. Yep. That was another place, too. Yeah. So, see, yeah, there was a couple places. That's why it was so fresh in my head. I was like, you know what? I heard this just.
What up, Nikki?
Yeah, my phone
Nikki,
user.
in the building. Yeah, we need some true facts behind who produced certain stuff, like where it started.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to call it because, like, yeah, Marcus J named it and stuff. Ozzy had it before, but didn't know. I don't think he fully knew about it or proved it out. But Marcus Jane did, and I mean, like, who do you give credit to?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then you realistically you got to give 98% of the credit to Outback Reptiles that imports most of the
True that.
stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I thought he was in there, too. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of his black pastel, that Barnhart black pastel's in there.
Yep. Because it can be a real subtle gene too, depending on what it's with.
That's true.
Hear all those examples. Everyone's like, "Oh, look at my black pastel this or OD this. How nice it is." And gene's just secretly sitting back here, and they never bred stuff back together that had it to produce a super. Or when they did, they probably thought it was something different at first.
Right. Are you working any dinkers there?
Working any what?
You got any dinkers you're working?
Nah. I don't got time to waste on stuff I don't know that's real.
It's hard. I mean, I've seen some dinkers I kind of wanted to work, but like you, it's kind of hard with something that you don't know if it's going to make it or not. But that's why if I'm going to get a dinker, I want something that really looks, make pop. And yeah, that's
The only dinker I had was that blue ghost stuff from Derek, which tested out genetically identical to hypo.
Who did that come from?
Yeah, it came 100%, same as Orange Ghost.
Yeah, he was saying it tested homozygous for Orange Ghost, right?
Yeah.
But he line breded it so much that's why it got that way, right?
I guess. I don't know, but I know that puts that pair on the chopping block for me that I got out there of heads because if it ain't some out of the blue, I already got a bunch of Orange Ghost type of stuff in my stuff.
Right.
They're taking up 2 spots of something that I have in their visual.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's the thing with that blue ghost. I want to get a blue ghost, but it's kind of still tricky to work with. It's like
Just
what
think about
hypo.
how many people are going to be mad at what they paid for their stuff. Now it's just technically only orange ghost.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing. Like to spend that much money on something that you're not 100% going to prove out something right.
Yep. Another reason why I don't want no dink or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I don't want to be that guy that like I didn't see it somewhere. For example, if I didn't notice that it was in Europe or something like that under a different name or this and that, and something pops up and it doesn't look like stuff I've really seen. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is this and this. And someone's
Right.
like, no, that was this gene back then. And you've been here. I'm overcharging people with stuff. I'm gonna feel like a dick.
Yeah, especially like kind of like that pastel and Hellfire or something.
Oh yeah.
Which
Yeah, that was
the
Hellfire
LSR
Project, right?
fire is the same as flame.
Oh yeah, that was so.
I'm actually glad you said that, Eric. I was wondering about that because I was looking at some snakes the other day, last night, in fact, and it said they had flame in it, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I never really seen that or heard of it.
If you look at the supers, they're pure white,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have the yellow blotches either.
And that's what I was wondering yesterday. I was like, I think this might be a fire. Like they're just going, like you said, basically it's just a different name.
Yep, just like the 17 different fires that Nerd has.
Yeah. $90 for 80 pounds of rodent feed and shadow.
Jesus.
Yeah, can't complain about that.
No.
Oh, you could complain, but it ain't gonna do you no good.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna get you nowhere. Did you order that online, Mark, or somewhere local? Yeah, I'm starting to get a little low on rat food. I got to go snack some more. I got a couple pounds of black oil birdseed left. Probably got me about a pound of mealworm left too. I don't really go through mealworm too crazy though with the rats.
Did you get that black soldier larvae?
No, I thought about it, but I haven't. Have you used it yet, or?
Yeah, I think we do that more than we do the mealworm. We go with that over the mealworm mostly. It's for the chickens too, so I got to keep that in mind. But I also use it for the ASFs as well as the rats. So I mean, but I think they're a little bit better for them than the mealworm.
Nice. Wait, do you just? Is it kind of like a gunk? Or is there actual like bugs in there too?
With the whole the black fly larvae, they're just like they kind of look like a fat flat mealworm, I guess, like a dark mealworm kind of. But it's just a worm. It's just like mealworms, but just a black fly larvae.
That's what I thought because I looked at it a few times and I went like a week or two ago and I was kind of looking at the bag for a minute and I was like, it looks like there's kind of some bugs in there, but wasn't really sure.
Listen, John, we don't need your excuses about having company or whatnot. Tough shit.
We got 60 pounds for 40 or 40 pounds for $30.
Uh-oh. Are you sure that's what he said? Because he can't spell correctly either.
6F, I think it's Missouri, right?
Let's see here. And sometimes that shows we find it $20 a bag when we buy 10 bags or more.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. You breed your own rats, don't you, Eric?
I did, but I couldn't keep up with supply and demand wasn't meeting for me. So I just went the easy route. Just went to I'm going to buy them off the guy I know. and that's a wrap. As long as I quit adding stuff to the collection, is the key to this. I'm not doing very good.
That's true, though. That's the trick. Is not buying anymore.
Yeah, the past 2 years at minimum, it's been like 13 snakes an animal a year minimum. I mean, I just got 12 in. I still got 1, 2, 3. Is it 3? 1, 2, 3, 4 to come.
Damn.
Yeah, I have 3 to come, 3 to show up too. I keep forgetting about.
I'm not forgetting about them because, well, one's going to somebody else's house for a breeding project, so I won't see that till after the pairings are done. And then the other one's going to wait till I'm healed from the surgery because I'm restricted on how much I can pick up. And where are the other 2 from? The other one's going in with my lace project, so I got a special lace head clown coming from Capital City. And one coming from somewhere else, I don't remember.
I hate that you get so much shit you can't remember where you're getting shit from or what you got.
Yeah.
In my defense, 95% of the stuff comes from Ashley.
We got a special guest.
Hello.
What's
Hi,
up,
Jamie?
How you doing?
I was wearing the Dead Man sweatshirt, so I had to pop on.
Nice. Looks good.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice. What'd you guys do today?
My daughter and her boyfriend came to visit, so John was grilling burgers and just chit-chatting with them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Barbecued up some burgers, huh?
Yeah. He makes the best burgers.
Nice.
So then, decent weather.
No, it's actually drizzling. It's been drizzling all day. So kind of shitty weather for grilling, but when you have company, you got to do what you got to do.
True that.
We got another special guest on here.
Oh man.
There
Hey
he
Greg.
is.
Guys,
How you doing?
Who the fuck is Greg?
I've been better, I've been worse, but I'm upright and breathing, so we'll take that as a win, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Heck yeah.
Hey Vance, I just remembered that I forgot to send you my list, so I sent that. That's in your Instagram.
Okay, awesome.
A little bit late there, sir.
I completely forgot about it last week, man. I'm not gonna lie. I wrote it
Well,
down and then forgot to send it.
As long as we don't have to deal with another AI list.
I'll make sure I don't do that shit again. That was a bonk list right there, man.
Dude, that was a list back whenever that stuff first started coming out. Come on, you had
Exactly.
pastel, you had spider, you had fire, pinstripe, clown, pied. That's all.
Hey! What? Time out! If you're gonna be up here talking, bro, you gotta turn the camera on. What the hell are you doing?
I know. Listen, I'm medicated in recovery mode from surgery this week. I ain't turning the camera
So
on.
am I. I stay medicated. What the hell? I have more Norco in my system right now than a little bit. I promise you.
Eric, if you don't have your camera on, you at least have to talk in the Cartman voice.
Right?
I'm comfortable. I'm lounged back. You're all out of luck. And I feel as people wouldn't know who I was if I turned my camera on. They're used to the logo. Or the screen just being dark because usually I'm at work.
True story. The first time I saw you on camera, I was like, who the fuck is that guy? But,
what up, John? Was that John or Jason in the back?
John.
Okay.
Couldn't tell because he's wearing his spectacles, huh?
It was all covered. I'm like, is that John or Jason?
The glassed and hooded marauder. Look like a
Right. Jason doesn't live here. He's about 10 minutes away from us.
Not bad. Pretty
Yeah.
close still.
Yeah.
Hey, since Jamie's here, I'm gonna pull the Uno reverse card and put your ass in the hot seat.
Oh man, are you really? Do it.
Ketchup or mustard,
Got to
Jamie?
get the background out.
Yellow mustard.
Yellow mustard.
Oh,
Pied or clown?
Pied.
John with briefs or thongs on?
Oh,
he
God, I
he
can't
can't he can't he's not watching right now. Let's go briefs.
Briefs.
Cute
Eric.
little
that's an image I
cute
didn't want
little
in my head.
bear butt.
We got John in the background.
Did you hear that question? They asked if I'd rather see you in briefs or thongs. Yeah, he's like, that's
If I knew
funny.
you were going to pop on, I would have wrote out a hot seat questions for you.
That would have been awesome. I didn't even know I was popping on. It was a surprise
Yeah,
to me too.
That last
Yeah.
one was a horrible question. Is all I'm saying.
Right?
Now that's mental images. I don't think most of us up here wanted.
Hey, Eric,
Hold on,
Eric, you're
Hold on, man.
medicated.
Why-
You'll forget about it in 5 minutes.
No,
Okay?
no. Why
Yeah.
were you thinking about John in briefs or a thong?
Yeah, Vance.
This was Jamie's hot seat.
No, you're in the
question,
hot
damn it, not yours.
That's fun.
Greg's down there like, yep, Eric has a point. Why was he even thinking about that to come up with that idea?
I was just trying to get the mental image out of my head, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, Greg, hey, let me help you with that mental image, Greg. Just think about Cisco's thong song. John dancing for you. There you go.
Greg's like, I gotta go.
Nice seeing you guys. I'm out.
Yeah.
Hey, Vance started this.
Funny. I know what the next meme's gonna be looking like, though. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
know Bosa's watching.
That is true.
Can you get extra brownie points if you send it in before the end of the show so we can put it up on screen?
Right.
Yes. I go out to the living room and John's just shaking his head. Oh, bunch of clowns.
So you got some eggs, don't you, Jamie?
Gecko eggs?
Yeah.
No snake eggs yet.
But got the gecko eggs, huh?
Yep, I got 5 eggs in the incubator right now.
Nice.
Ooh.
I check them about every half hour to make sure they're not coming out yet, but
How much longer for him?
see, that's a good question. It's my first time, so I really have no clue. Supposedly it's between 25 and 40 days, and they're at
Oh.
day 32 right now. So it could be
Oh.
any time.
Any day between here and the
Yeah.
next week. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
What did you end up breeding?
I knew you were going to ask. Tully is an Afghan tangerine. She's the mom. And the boy, he's got a whole bunch of genes. Let me pull it up here quick.
Nice.
I can
I
never
like that
remember them
Afghan.
all. He's a white and yellow, bold, bandit, hyperexanthic, het tremper, het eclipse.
Whoa.
A lot going on.
So,
I know none of what that means.
right?
And will
I know.
Will all that stuff pass on to him or
No.
pass on to the babies or no?
No. The white and yellow and the tangerine probably will. But the bold and bandit and the hyperexanthic, they're all that polygenic. So
Okay.
Like-
Polygenic.
it could be visible or it could not be. And the rest of it, you need like a double copy for it to show up. So
Now I
there
know
a
how
lot
to
of
bug guys
polygenic?
when we start rattling off genes, because
I know
Yeah.
I don't even know all the ball python genes, and then I start geckos and it's completely different. So I'm like,
Is there a lot of polygenics in leopard gecko?
I think there's more so. Yeah. It seems like a lot of them, at least the few that I have, the bold bandit, eclipse, I think is one, and the het exanthic or the hyperexanthic. There's probably more. I only have a couple of them, so those are the genes I'm focusing on right now instead of things I don't have yet.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a smart way to do it.
Yeah.
Get a couple different genes and then learn and work with it,
Yeah.
understand it.
Yep. I've got 2 males and 4 females, and I'm just gonna stick with that probably for a couple years just to get a hang of it and see if I
Nice.
like it. You
Yeah,
only
exactly.
pair them one time, and they have 2 eggs at a time for like 6 to 8 months off one pairing.
So you pair them once
Oh.
and they'll still produce multiple times from that.
Yeah, like 10 to 12 eggs off of one pairing.
Whoa.
Wow.
So
Did not know
Yeah.
that.
so I'm gonna
Pair
end
them
up
once
with a
for
shit
the
ton
year.
of geckos.
Yeah.
I knew it was like at least 3 or 4 or 5 that they had each year, but I didn't know it was that many.
Yep.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
That's neat. Just pair them once and they're good for the rest of the year.
Right?
Do you know how many genes there is roughly? Like,
Not a clue. I really don't. There's a lot. When I look on Morph Market, there's shit tons.
that'd be interesting to know. I wonder if there's like a good 30, 40 or.
Yeah. I would
I know
say
there's a bunch
probably
of
in there.
crested.
You're right. Yep.
I'm cruising through there often, and man, there's a bunch of different stuff, and I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Me neither.
Pretty
Not
though.
know. Some of them are really pretty though.
Like the lily white stuff is what really catches
Yeah.
my eye right now. Is all that
Yeah.
lily white stuff.
Yep. I was watching an auction on Palm Street yesterday with the Cresties, and there was one. It was like I don't know what it was called, but it was red and like a cream color, and it was so pretty. Super pretty.
John said at least 60 in leopards, possibly more.
He
Nice,
probably
John.
just Googled it.
He probably did. Is that AI generated, John?
Don't trust AI. Do not trust AI.
Yeah, right.
That's quite a bit. That's good though.
Yeah,
That's the only
there's a lot.
like bad thing I hate about like the berms. I love the berms, but you only got like 12, I don't know, maybe 15 different genes in there.
Yeah.
Somewhere in
Well,
there.
there's actually more genes than what people know because there's a lot of receives that we're just never going to see. Well, we shouldn't see. Like, we shouldn't have pied berms is all I'm saying.
I love pied anything.
Yeah, Pied's one of my favorites. John said I just guessed.
I just guessed.
That might be a better. You might get better information from John guessing rather than AI's
I guarantee it.
lying bullshit.
He's usually pretty accurate. Usually.
Yeah. Depending on how much beer he had.
Exactly.
See,
Have you seen
everybody
the
loves pie.
pied
Well,
blood
what's he
pipe?
got?
Also?
You have one in your hand.
No, it's just my retic.
Oh, I was super excited there for a second. I'm like, what's he got?
Yeah,
Look at
no,
I
those
can't say I'm not
eyes.
super excited, but I thought it was gonna be something pied. And I'm like, has he got a pied retic in his hand?
no,
That'd be
no, I
awesome.
wish. No, I want a pied blood is what I want. I just saw those.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're only 18.5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's a pocket change.
Super dwarf one?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he just hangs out with me all day.
fun.
They're cool.
He's the one that,
What
yeah,
genes are in
he
him?
just likes it.
Look at that
he's
background you designed, Will. That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
He's
Say
50%
something earlier.
Kilatoa.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, he's a super dwarf, if you
Nice.
want to call it
Yeah,
that.
I won't start on that. You're good.
Yeah, retic is a retic in my opinion,
So
but
he'll still get 15 foot at least.
I don't really buy into all
He
that.
probably won't, depending on the percentage. But
Maybe
I,
12
don't
foot
know.
or
I just
so.
think that the way they phrase dwarf and super dwarf and
No, I agree.
irrelevant.
I'm not a fan of it. That's why I always do the air quotes
Is
with
there a breed that only gets like 5 feet long? That's
I don't
not
think
a
there's
ball python.
that's
Retics?
true.
No.
True, what that.
Um,
And then if you, I'm gonna have to go look at my history. I'll send a link to anyone that wants it about this guy that has read a lot of stuff. He was on somebody's show, and I just watched it. He was talking dwarf retics and whatnot, and how there's technically four, only like four species of retics, and they're not. It has nothing to do with dwarf, super dwarf, this and that. And he explains some stuff. But
yeah,
the reason super dwarfs and that came about is because a storm washed up some of them on an island where the food was very minimal and smaller, and they just how what the hell is the word that we do, evolution, that's it, how they just evolved and to what they had to survive on. Kind of like if you put
Hmm.
us, if you put me over in like the country of Ethiopia, my big ass gonna get skinny
Right.
regardless. But you put me back over here in America or anywhere else, yeah, I'll be back to being a normal person. Wow, big
and
guy.
I guess they used to just call them all like old school dwarf or old school super
Yeah,
dwarf or something like that back in the day too, because they would ask
yeah.
where they were
Uh,
from and they would just tell them that that's what they would call them and that was it. So you didn't even know where the locality was half the time.
Yeah.
and that's why, because they didn't know where the localities come. Because you get them porters
Yeah.
that would go out and people that go out and collect them and hit a few different islands or wherever.
Yep.
They all get thrown in bags, and
Yep.
hey, it's coming from this area. That's where these are. There's so much muddied blood in it. Well, that's with any animal really. So much
Yeah.
muddied blood that keeping pure blood sting is a hard thing to do.
It really is. Yeah.
I was
I
just
don't
having
know.
this
You got
conversation about boas with my ex's boyfriend. He was talking about his boa he had, and he's like, I don't think it's BCI. I'm like, well, it's a BCI. It's like it's just a mix. Like it's gonna be hard to find true like purebred anything, especially boas. I never said there was anything wrong with larger snakes, Mark. Don't even start that.
no, but like as far as pythons goes, like in the 5 foot range, well, Stimpsons and children's, right? They get about there, right?
If they, I don't even think they get
I don't
5
think they
foot.
get that big.
3 to 4, somewhere
Yeah,
in there,
they're,
I
they're,
probably.
think
more,
it's a
they're
3 to 4.
definitely under 4. Yeah,
Yeah,
5 foot range. I mean, some of your like your Irian Jaya or
3 to
poplar carpets
yeah.
can
There
be
you go.
smaller. Jungle carpets typically only get 6 to 7 feet. I say
yeah.
5 to 7. The males usually run a little bit smaller.
What up,
Isn't there
Mitzi?
like a pygmy
Hi,
too or something?
Mitzi.
Pygmy carpet?
What's that?
Isn't there like a pygmy carpet or something like that too? It's a smaller one, or is that the Darwin?
Isn't the pygmy the children's?
Oh, okay, yeah, pygmies and
No,
children's. That's right.
not a
Yeah.
carpet. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I think the
That's a
Yeah,
smallest
those are
carpet
smaller
might
python. They're not a carpet. You're right.
smallest carpet might be a Reynolds.
There you go. Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking. Is a
Brettles
bridge.
are coastal though, so they get pretty large.
Are they
Do
Crystal?
they?
Yeah.
I'm just winging it here.
Because I
Yeah,
know there's Darwins, and I can't remember if those got big or not.
Darwins get big. I
They
think
do?
the smallest is probably the Papuan Irian Jayas,
Okay, poplar. There you go.
and then the jungles are next up, I believe, in size.
I like the jungles.
I love jungles, man. I got 3 of them. I was talked out of getting one when I first got into snakes. I saw one in the store and I was like, I really want it. I was like, damn, I said, but how big do they get? And the guy in the store told me, he said, they get around 10 feet. Well, he wasn't lying. If it were a coastal, you'd expect it to get around 10 feet or so. But jungles don't get that large. Jungles stay smaller typically. Unless you get something like a jag that's jag is mixed with coastal no matter what you get. So they're going to be a little larger. But still, I mean, you think, oh, it's a 6 foot snake. That's a big snake, but they're at 6 feet. They're still a much more manageable size than a ball would be at that size. I got a 6 foot ball that's probably 3 times the size of that carpet python.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's a hoss. But
That was a good save there, Greg, because you was about to say something. I was about to start yelling. I knew where you was going. He's about to put my berms under the bus, I think.
no.
I'll tell you one thing. If you give me options on what I want to handle wise, it's just to have out and enjoy for handling compared to like a 14, 15-foot berm, which let's note that nowadays 15 plus in berms is gigantic because, you know, I think all the inbreeding, their fresh blood compared to a 15-foot retic, I choose berm all day.
Yeah.
All day.
The wife doesn't know yet, but once the shop's up, I plan on getting me a berm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Every time I had a retic out, it was always making a mess. I was always picking stuff up after I was done handling it.
I'm going to Dillon for it.
Yeah.
Drive right up to him, get it, and come back.
That's the carpet. You want to make sure you don't have anything sitting up on top of items when you take them out around you, because they're just curious. They just want to go wrap around anything they see. And the thing about the carpets is they're like the retics do it too. I've seen they'll extend half their body out and hold half their body straight as an arrow, out in the air to get to whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like the little girl I've got, I can hold her out here. I still don't trust her completely because I'll hold her out here and she'll extend like she's trying to be cute and climb on my nose or something, and then she'll take a shot at me.
Yep.
Oh no.
It's like the old boxers used to do, you stretch your arm out to see your length.
That's why I like the berms. They're more calm and mellow compared to the retics. And retics are just constantly moving. Those berms, they're just lazy.
Yeah. I always hear that. I hear dog. Always compare dog.
Yeah,
I need a lazy snake.
That's the great thing about the balls is you can just kind of sit still with them.
Yeah.
You can just chill and watch TV with them and be fine. The carpets and stuff, you can do that with them when they're smaller. Like I've got some smaller corn snakes that I can sit here and do that with, but I've got an adult female corn snake that we keep downstairs, and TJ got her out yesterday for a while, and she's just all over the place. And then, when she's had enough of being handled, then she'll start to run. She'll start to move really, really fast, and she'll start to blow hard at you. And, that's when you know she's there, but she's quick, and she does that. It's hard to keep up with them.
Hey, Greg, I'm going to have to video call you so you can tell my balls to stop moving around and we want to watch TV. Wait, never mind. Let me retract how I said that.
Time out, bro. I'm not saying anything to your balls.
Let me retract that. Hold on. Rewind. Take that back. We're going to have to call so you can explain these python reaches I have on how to act.
Right? Ours don't sit and watch TV. The one that we did, we sold. I miss him.
I've got 3 or 4 that will just lay on my chest and literally periscope and watch TV with me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird.
I suppose if you did that since they were young, but any of them I take out now, they just go. They don't want to sit.
The funny thing is, all the ones, with the exception of one, all the ones that do it with me, I got as adults.
Huh.
And just, I handle them, and they're chill. Yeah, I the one I bought, he was a juvenile when I bought him. That's my soul snake, my little, he's not little anymore, my bamboo pinstripe. He'll sit out with me for hours and just chill.
Yeah.
That's that bamboo you always got?
What's that?
That bamboo that's always around you, Greg?
Yeah, that's Apache. That's my soul snake. That's my guy, man. He's the one that when I walk into the room, he'll perk up when he hears me. He'll perk up and be up at the glass surfing. And he's the only snake that I've got. You just open the door and he'll climb right out on my shoulder. and he wants to come hang out. I mean, some days you go in there to get him, and he wants to drag all the uh, substrate in the enclosure out with him, which is always
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, he's cool, dude.
Did you see that comment, Will?
Yeah, you can see the mic, huh?
Yeah, that's like I think people are always like they don't have ears. Yeah, they don't have ears, but I think they're like other animals. They can sense the difference in vibration of tone.
They can
Yeah.
absolutely hear. So
Yeah.
you see, I'm in here all the time, and I've got corn snakes in this enclosure here, and I can sit in here all day, and they don't pay any attention to me. They go about their way unless I go up and tap on the glass. But TJ does the feeding up here. So when she walks in and they hear her voice, she can stand at the door and just be talking to me,
Yeah.
and you'll see them perk up and be at the glass looking around.
Well,
And she's not
well,
close
what I'm
enough
saying is,
for them to smell her, but
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
audio hearing as much as it is the difference in the way the sound waves travel from how much she
well,
talks.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would imagine it much like if you placed your hands over your ears. It's more of the tone and vibration that they sense, because they can absolutely distinguish
Between
one
people.
person's voice from another. So there
Mhm.
has to be some tone reception in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Because everybody's voice, if you think about it, it all has a different pitch, a different this and that. So
Right.
it's going to come at a different wave frequency.
Right.
So
They're more perceptive than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
The thing about snakes is you might not always know that they're around, but they always know you're around.
hmm
Right.
Like last night when I had a missing snake and I couldn't find her, but she seen me.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Where was she?
It's a blue-eyed Lucy, and she was
Yeah.
on a big pack of bundle of paper towels. So she was like a chameleon blending in.
She
Oh,
played
so
copperhead
fun.
on you.
Yep. And I
How
was
did
looking
she
for
get
her
out?
too. I have a different rack. The ones I got, I'm using tubs. There's a gap in between, so I put a lid on there, and I had it taped down, but the piece came off, so
Yeah.
she kind of popped her head out.
Yep.
And that was my
That
fault.
was it.
I seen it and just didn't do it in time. So
In the world of snake keepers, there are two types of people. There are those who have lost a snake, and there are liars. There's no in between.
exactly.
We
Well-
haven't lost a snake yet.
Well, I don't mean necessarily lose, but had one escape. You've never
Yeah.
had one escape?
No.
I've had one escape
It's
It-
coming. I
But-
promise you.
back in the day of the homemade racks. I came home from work one day and I went and looked in there. She wasn't there. She was up two levels up, visiting the other snake in the tub, just sitting there. So I got lucky on that one, but
Yeah.
that was
I knew
My
it, John.
snake, he was.
I'm not a liar. I don't remember a snake being missing.
My corn snake when he was real young. He was real small when I got him, and I have these Exoterra enclosures, and they have that styrofoam backing.
Yeah.
Well, in the back they have cutouts in them for the wires to go through,
Yeah.
like if you want to put a mat or something in there. Well, somehow he figured out a way to get himself up behind there. I looked for him for hours, and then finally just gave up and pulled the enclosure out and was moving stuff around. And I happened to look to my left and had the enclosure sitting there, and there he was, coiled up in that little channel that they had cut in the back. It's like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Jason had one get out of his enclosure.
Corn snakes and king snakes are the worst.
But you guys have the professional racks, don't you, Jamie?
Yeah. Freedom breeder, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
So as long as you keep stuff shut, you should be fine where there shouldn't be escapes.
Yeah.
We actually had one of our hatchlings push the tub open in the rack. We've got a slide rack. It's not a freedom breeder rack. It's a PVC rack, and I don't know how she did it. but somehow she managed to get herself wedged somewhere, and she was able to push it open just enough for her to get out.
I
Luckily,
always wonder about that when I'm watching the hatchlings because they go way up to the top and they push hard. So it looks like they could be able to move it if they tried. Yeah.
if they find any way to get any traction against the roof of that enclosure,
Yep.
you're in trouble. That's why you
Yep.
always wipe that down good when you take your drawers out.
Yeah, like you said, because he'll wedge up in the top of that and probably use his head and part of his body to push, and then maybe have the other part against that front part of the tub pushing, and then get that thing slid.
And I don't know about you guys, but they like to finger paint when they poo. And if they get that up there and it hardens up on the roof of the enclosure, they've got something to bite against, and they'll do it.
Man.
Yeah, I see
They're
some
smarter than we give them credit for, huh?
Yeah,
definitely. They are smart.
Some of them are dumb as rocks. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, like human, there's a few dumb ones, but for the most part, they are pretty intelligent.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're smart snakes. That's for sure, man. They're characters too.
Yeah.
Get a carpet. Or a restick. Then come back and we'll readjust that statement.
Now, when I get the carpet, do I hold another snake before touching that one?
Carpet, you're fine. I wouldn't do that with a king snake. That's not recommended.
So vice versa.
Yeah.
So the carpet.
Don't hold the carpet before the king snake, because that ends in a bite. Ask me how I know. Oh wait,
so the we already seen it. So, oh shit, what was I was gonna say something, Greg. So the carpets, they don't eat other snakes; they just eat rodents.
Right. Rodents, they'll snag a bird if they can. I think when they're younger, they'll eat lizards. I don't know if anybody who feeds them lizards or the reptiles as they're older. But I mean, they're kind of small when they'll eat lizards, bugs, whatever they can, grubs. But yeah, once they get older.
Nice.
Most of the rodents.
That's some good facts, Greg. I'm gonna show this boy off.
What you got in there?
That's that scrambler boy.
Okay.
He's getting big.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Super bright.
Yeah, he's so bright. Imagine if this guy was a super orange dream.
I really love that orange blushing on the dorsal. That's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I would like to see that with the lav.
He is hypo though too.
Okay.
So he's scrambler, orange dream, and hypo.
You put some orange
Get
ghost
some
in
purples popping. Yeah. I don't know, man. Even rainbow. Throw some rainbow on it.
This guy does not want to work with me.
Is that your favorite ones, Vance?
One of them. I'd say probably this guy and like my hypo het rainbow Huffman. That's probably one of my other favorites too.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's hard. We got so many favorites. It's like, which ones can you choose? But I would have to, these are definitely in my top 5 or 10 today.
I tried to keep my list at 10 with Odoms, and I did it, but I was torn about it, man, because I had to cut a lot off. I was like, oh, damn. and how do you gauge them and assign them, a tier value when, okay, that one, it's you don't see it when it's by itself, but when you put it like this, it explodes, and you're like,
Yep. No,
Crazy.
that's awesome. However you want to do it, Greg, it doesn't matter. If you want to put all codoms or all recessive.
I've still got it here. I mean, if you want to do it, we can do it.
Yeah, whatever works. However you want to do it. If you want to
Okay.
put 12 codoms,
So-
and recessives.
So what I have,
He's going to Calico Lace, and then I got a couple other projects I'll be putting him in with.
So I've got 10 recessives. I've got 10 incomplete dominants. I have a few dominants. There's not that many dominants out there, but I've got 4 on my list. One of which, I should say 3, one of which is not actually a dominant, but you have to treat it like one. And then I did a little different category and did 2 gene codom only converts. I got 5 of these. Top 5.
Nice.
What's that? Times?
What's that?
Chimes.
The ring.
Was that you, Will?
Yeah, it's the ring door cam.
Nice.
That's fun.
Uh,
I'll be right back, guys.
I can't stand it. Dogs like to go off.
Hey, you think John's
He's
getting a
getting
black
beat
eye
up
right
right
now?
now.
I
Yep.
was just thinking the same shit. She's like, what'd you say, motherfucker? Freaking John.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. I'm still feeling that back pain, Will. Oh, man. Oh, Will took off too for a sec.
I'm not feeling mine today.
You're not?
I decided I wasn't having that shit today. Nope.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, no, I put him back.
I had I was out there. I was telling Will I was cleaning or not cleaning. I was feeding the rats before I jumped on the live.
What's that?
And I've been nailed over to open up one of the tubs and feed them, and I just felt it in my back, like not one of those horrible harsh hitting ones, but man, I felt that pain in there where it's like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit of pull in there, a little bit of pain. I was like, it's probably going to affect me. Got up, went to go feed the next one, nail over, and same thing. I was like, I'm starting to feel it now.
Yeah.
I took the medication, but it's not really
The
helping.
worst is when you catch it wrong and you get that throbbing, pulsing, like spasm that you can't get rid of. Oh my God.
Yeah, I hate those ones that you could just feel your back pull. It's like in the tailbone. It's like it feels like it's just slipping out or something. Man, it hurts so damn bad.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hurt your knuckles, Jamie?
I just had to go pee on John quick.
We all laugh, but if he comes through here and his shirt's wet, I'm just saying.
We're not believing that he spilt beer.
Nope.
That's funny.
We know you're not wasteful, John. You drink all that damn beer.
I think I just heard one crack open.
I did too. I know Will ain't drinking. I know Greg ain't drinking.
How you know I'm not drinking? How you know what's in my cup?
Okay, well, I'm I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, Greg. I'm just bullshitting,
Coca-Cola.
man.
I'm drinking. I got my
Are you?
Smirnoff.
Nice.
Yep.
You guys just drink on the weekends, Jamie?
Mostly. Wednesday nights for sure.
You have to.
That's a
on
must.
No remorse.
Right?
Even I was drinking on no remorse.
Right.
Had to loosen up, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, about 2 before.
It was fun.
I kind of miss
It's-
those days, having a little bit, taking a shot or something. But
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll
Jamaican.
probably start back in a few years, maybe have a drink once in a while. I drink like once a year, maybe. And the last time I drank was New Year's, and that was not the last one. It was the one before that. So 14 months or whatever.
I bet you felt like shit.
When I
If
didn't
you
drink,
if you weren't used to drinking and then you drank, does it make you feel like shit?
yeah, it would kick my ass for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was 20, I don't know, 22, 23, something like that. I quit drinking for like 3 months, and then I went to the store and I got a 24 ounce. And so I was just out there drinking it, taking my time, and man, I started catching a buzz. And I'm
Yeah.
feeling this shit. And I had like maybe like 2 ounces out of that 24, And I was
That's
like,
crazy.
fuck this. And I never wasted it. And I just threw the few ounces or the couple ounces I had left. I was like, yeah, I'm buzzed. I can't do this.
Huh.
Yeah, it would tear me up pretty good. Like
Yeah.
when I went, so I really stopped drinking like 3 years ago. But like I said, maybe once a year I might drink. We went to my niece's wedding a couple years ago, and I probably drank 7 beers, and I hadn't drinking for like the past 10, 12 months. And man, I was feeling pretty good.
Oh yeah. 7. Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's weird because like I used to drink 20, 30 beers in a day. I mean, I could drink a
Oofda.
shit ton. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Damn,
now,
dude.
nope.
I'd be passed out.
Yeah. A taller could outdrink me at this point. What do you guys usually drink, Jamie? Smirnoff or?
I drink Smirnoff. He drinks beer. Otherwise, we have some vodka, like Bloody Marys or vodka crayons.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you usually drink, Greg?
I don't drink much these days. Some Crown or like VO and ginger ale usually, or I like my brandy, so I might have some brandy once in a while. But
Nice.
I can't remember the last time I had a glass of brandy. It's been probably 2 years.
You usually drink it straight, or do you have a mixed or chaser?
Yeah, rocks.
Nice.
I like it on rocks. That or if I'm in the mood for whiskey, I usually find some kind of either single malt Irish or Scotch.
Oh yeah.
Not much of a bourbon guy.
Yeah. I used to drink quite a bit of whiskey. The Jack Daniels, man, that messes me up pretty bad.
Does it make you mean?
Sometimes it can.
Yeah.
Usually I'm pretty good, but I guess when there's those, I don't know, like I could have a shit ton and be happy-go-lucky, but I guess it depends on your mood. Like there's that once in a while you're just a total jerk or something. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Got to check yourself
definitely
before you go in the door. Because your mindset when you go in, when you pop that first cap,
Mhm.
that determines everything and how the night comes.
Right.
That's true. You got to think happy thoughts, even if you're stressed out or pissed. Like,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm happy. Time for a sip.
Alcohol is the great magnifier. So
Alcohol.
For sure.
John. Fucking John.
Love me some Tito's. Tito's and Sprite.
My mom likes Tito's.
I used to drink, like, usually I just take shots, but if I had too much, that's where I got to start having like a Coke with it or something, some type of chaser.
I don't really love shots. I can have like 2 and that's all I can have then. I'm done.
Good enough.
Mm-hmm.
not my favorite either.
Yeah. I'd rather just have a drink slow. Make it last longer.
That's mainly what I did. For the most part, it was beer, but then I'd mix
Yeah.
too sometimes, have some beers and shots, and
Yeah.
goodbye. 2 sheets in the wind.
What's up, dude?
What's up, David? How you doing?
Hi, David.
Yeah, I do a lot of like ciders, like the apple ciders and stuff. I enjoy those.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good. I tried
Yeah, they're
those a
good.
couple times.
Because of the meds and stuff I'm on, I'm not supposed to drink it all, but
Right.
every once in a while I'll plug one in. But shh, don't tell anybody.
Exactly. Yeah,
You just told the whole world.
Right?
Yeah, I used to do the same thing. I'd sit there and take my medication when I drink and stuff, and it's like, oh, you're not supposed to, but
Well, it's more concerned that my liver might just up and say, you know what, fuck you, and
exactly. And that was the
send me
big
to the hospital.
that was the big concern was my liver and kidneys. Like I just don't want to shoot those out, taking medication and beer with it.
Yeah.
But I think it helped too because I always drink quite a bit of water. So maybe not saying you should do it. You should. I think the water's always helped me. I always drink quite a bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
We kept the vodka just mix bloody or vodka cran maybe grounds.
Yep.
What's a Greyhound?
I have no idea. It's like,
I'm familiar with that.
I don't
That is
know
a
because
dog in the
the only
bus.
two I ever have is a bloody or a vodka cran.
Oh, we got a 10-year-old.
Bartender for 10
Greyhound.
years.
I think the Greyhound has grapefruit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Grapefruit
Sounds horrible.
juice. I thought it was with gin though and not vodka, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Do they
Vodka and
call it
grapefruit.
Greyhound because you run to the toilet to throw it up immediately after? Or?
Feel like you're on the Greyhound bus?
Dude, I can't do grapefruit. I just can't.
My
They
mom
usually
likes that.
mix grapefruit and cran with the vodka. That's pretty good.
Mm-mm.
I already
Grapefruit is just terrible to me. I love citrus, but grapefruit is that's a step too far.
Yeah, my mom likes it. I can't do the grapefruit. I'm like, ugh.
TJ loves it. I just can't.
Just sprinkle a little bit of sugar on a grapefruit cut in half and spoon it out. It's
You
very
know,
good.
when I was younger, I used to do exactly that, with my grandmother. But as I got
Yeah.
older, my taste changed, and I can't put enough sugar on it to make it tolerable.
Yeah.
So I just stay the hell away from it.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty sour.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I
I'll
think is
cut a lemon.
non-tolerable?
I'll cut a lemon and eat a lemon right out of the
Oh,
right out of
make
the
a
rind.
face.
So, yeah.
Nice, Betsy. What about you, Will? What do you drink?
Is he frozen? Oh, bye.
Wilson, I ain't telling you. It's my business, not yours.
Mind your own business, asshole.
Why you all up in my shit, bro?
Those motherfucker. He'll probably
Funny.
pop back on in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am opposite. Can't do sweet. I need bitter.
I like sweet.
So that's why John's always bitter. Yeah, my main thing was beer. Like I would drink shots at times, but I'd say probably 70-90% of the time it was mostly beer.
I don't like beer. I can't do it. If it's mixed with Clamato, I could do it like that. Just sip it, but I don't really like the flavor. Probably better that way.
Sometimes beer is the only thing that will do. Sometimes you just want a cold beer, and that's
Mm-hmm.
I never do.
It's a bittersweet moment. That's right.
Are you hopping on? No.
You don't want to come hang out with us? You too good for us? What the hell?
John, we're not cool guys anymore.
He can't
Don't
hear
walk away
you.
from me when I'm talking to you.
Hey, Will,
that's
you
funny.
changed.
Oh, hi, Sammy.
What's up, Sammy?
Will got older.
He got prettier.
Right?
Let's go on, Sam.
He turned
What's
to
up,
a
Sam?
Spanish guy.
Looking all
It
sexy
looks
now,
like
Will.
it's nice out there.
yeah, we're at Gettysburg.
Oh, okay.
Nice
How's it going
skies.
there?
Yeah, it's nice skies. So we just finished. We finished maybe 2 hours ago. We went out for dinner, and
Oh.
How are sales this time?
they sucked. I mean, I had fun. I joked around with people. Please buy this snake. I'll sell it to you for $20. I need gas money. You know, just joking.
$20.
Yeah, joking around. I didn't have anything really good. Just some normals. You know, I didn't have anything. Just normals that I produced from last year, and I sold my three big males. You know, I sold some males that I didn't want anymore.
Mr. 2%.
2%, what's up? So Ken came up and I gave him that DG blackhead Mojave because she didn't eat. She wasn't eating, and he got to eat. She got to eat twice today, so she looked good. I said, take her.
Oh,
Whatever
wow.
you do, I don't, see if you could get her to eat, raise her up, and we'll figure something out.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So he helped me out, because she didn't look too good this morning. So.
Yeah, we've done Gettysburg twice so far. We did it once in the fall, and we did it once in the summer.
Yeah.
The fall show, we didn't get a single sale.
Nah.
The summer show, we did sell one. But I mean, that's a trip for us. I mean, that's a at least a $500 venture by the time you figure travel time, a hotel, and
Yeah.
your table fees and stuff. Which table fees at that show are phenomenal. I mean, tables aren't much at all.
$50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. But
That's cheap. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
We got.
I mean, it had good foot traffic. Just nobody was buying.
It was slow today. I mean, I wish I got rid of all the heads. Like the normals. I got rid of 3 of them, but they were all males. So I'm bringing back 6 snakes, and then Ken gave me 3 more to bring back with me to raise them up and then breed them. But it was nice. We were with the Fat Man and the Nation, Green Line. Paul was there. So we had a good time. We just joked around. I asked Kenny, I was driving people crazy. I'm like, how you gonna walk by my table without looking at my snakes? I got some real nice snakes. I got real cheap snakes, $30 snakes. You can take it home and play with it. I go, these snakes are trained. Watch, I can make the snake flip over. You tell him to stand up, he rises up like this. I drove people crazy because I was just joking around too much, But I sold a couple snakes to some young kids. It was their first snake, and then the mother, I don't know. I go, how you gonna go wrong for $30? And then Chris, Steve Balls, he has some containers that he made into you put your snakes in there that's got heat on one side. He sold the whole gadget. So I go, you don't have to put the snake in a tank. He's got everything to put the snake in there. And you can hide it under your bed. It'll fit right under your bed. So,
did he put together some tubs?
Yeah,
He was talking about
okay.
that. Okay.
So then the girl, well, what about my mother? I said, sneak the snake in and hide it under your bed. Don't worry. Here's my number. If your mother got a problem, tell her to call me. So I had to have fun because it was kind of like slow. So I was joking with everybody. I go, they go, can we hold a snake? I said, well, I'll give you this $30 snake, but if you hold it, you own it. So I was ready to hand the snake to her. She goes, no, I don't want to hold it. I goes, I was just joking. So as soon as she grabbed the snake, yes, who's got the $30 for me? So, then we had 2 girls. They must have been roommates or something like that. I go, $30, you can't go wrong. Plus, you could buy the bin over there. She goes, I don't know. I go, here's the thing. You can give me 15, and you give me 15. That's $30. Take the snake. I'll see you later. So they end up buying the snake. So we
Nice.
just. And I said, when you get tired of the snake, sell it back to your friend, but tell her this time you want $20 instead of $15. So, I don't know. I drove everybody nuts. I go, you can't walk by my booth without looking at anything. Come over here. I got a good snake for you. Or you walk by, I said, I got good snakes for sale, $30, man. They train to flip. They train to stand up. Everything, you know. I made
That's
a
fun.
lot of people laugh, so we have fun. You know?
Oh yeah, that's always good.
I mean, I asked Ken, and he goes, Tim, when we sell snakes, I got to bring you, man. You think you're a big joker, you know?
Chickens.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
put
go,
your cock away.
you know? So
Pause.
it was a lot of fun. Then Jay from Greenline sold one snake right at when he was putting everything away. So he gave me $50. We're gonna go in July. We got 2 tables. $50 a table. Can't go wrong, you know. But like you
That's
said,
what I thought, but
you
we
know,
sure did.
it's not bad going to sell snakes, you know, because it's only $50 tables, but we got a 5-hour drive. So we came yesterday, so it's like $300 and something dollars for the hotel. Then you go out for dinner, it's another $300 for, you know, dinner 2 days in a row. Well, 3 days. We Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then Sunday we leave. So
Yeah.
so it's a
Yeah.
$500 trip, and I made 150. So
I mean, they really take care of you at that show. That's one of the best shows to vend.
yeah, they give you food.
So far as your
That's
interaction
nice.
with the staff of the show and everything, because I mean they really take care of you. The tables are cheap. I mean, they provide you lunch when you're there and everything,
Yeah.
which it's just a nice touch.
And if you stay extra days, you could go sightseeing. That's where they had the Civil War up here and everything. So it's really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you got hundreds of people walking in the street because they got a place where they make the beer and all that.
Mhm.
Right across the street from the hotel. I mean, it's restaurants after restaurants right down the street.
Nice.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Which hotel do you stay at, Sammy? The one that's right there by the center?
No, we wanted to, but it was sold out because it had some kind of art gallery or something like that, a big special, and it was sold. Both hotels were sold out.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
we always stay at the Quality Inn. It's 5 minutes away from there, maybe 3
Okay.
minutes away from there. And it was $139 a night. We had 3 beds. It was 2 of us. We had 3 beds.
So when we went up, we stayed, if you stay just, 10, 15 minutes out of Gettysburg,
Yeah.
it cuts your hotel rate in half.
Oh, definitely.
That's what we did. We just kind of stayed a little bit out of town and then, got up that morning, grabbed breakfast on the way in and set up, and
Well, the hotel we stay at they got a continental breakfast, and it's real.
What up, Black Lagoon?
yeah,
And, I need my coffee at 6:00 in the morning. So,
right.
got coffee there. They got, it's a good place to have breakfast and save yourself like $30-$40.
Sure.
So, and they got an indoor pool and they got an outdoor pool. But it's funny because during the wintertime, you get the hotel for like $78. It comes, like it's nice out. It goes up another $60. So it was $139 plus tax a night. We came here in October, and it was like $78.
Yeah.
So
Almost doubles in price.
yeah, come July, it's like $200.
Everybody's out for the summer.
Yep, and it's a lot. You see a lot out here. Sightseeing. They got the gift shops. With Army stuff and everything from. So it's nice. People are real friendly out here too.
Nice.
And the hotel that we are at, they got the bars in the basement. Like it's when they had the tunnels underground, so they kept it. So the bar is underground. It's pretty funny. You walk into like a wooden door, it look like a barn door, and then you walk for like a good 5 or 6 minutes down the hallway, down the like you're walking down to, man, are they gonna kill us down here because we're walking? So it was funny because I came up with my buddies. We were 6 deep, so we got to the hotel around 10 o'clock. We checked in and we said, let's go have a beer. So we're 6 deep, all pink shirts. We walk in there, you could hear a fucking pin drop. You could hear a pin drop. So we sat at the bar, and right away, not to be mean or anything, what's up with the pink shirts? Are you guys? No, we're not gay. We're here to sell snakes. No shit. Then I started showing them snakes, so then everybody calms down. You see 6 big guys coming in, and Oh, what's up? We got homos coming in here. We're fucked. You know. So, but after we told everybody we sell snakes and this is the color of the shirts, they were, they calmed down. Then they got noisy again. Like I said, we walked in through that door, man. It's like silence, and people stopped drinking and shit. These big dudes were coming in with pink shirts, and we had our sweatshirts on because it was back in October, so they're even brighter and shit, So, but it was fun. We, like today with the show, I had a lot of fun. I like going to shows, 1-day show and sell snakes, because you have fun and you can go out and hang out the rest of the day. When you do them 3-day show like Tinley and all that, man, I don't know how people do it.
I don't either.
I did it last year. I was miserable. Man, I couldn't enjoy having fun, So it was crazy.
I don't know. The 2-day shows they're taxing, but sales tend to be better on those, especially.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
Especially when the people who come the first day, when you see them come back the next day, you don't let them walk away from your table because they came to buy that day. So
if you don't walk by my table the first day, if I gotta grab you and tackle you, you stay. You're gonna see my snakes. Whatever you do, you're gonna see my snakes. So, but I didn't really have anything great. The only thing I had that was great, and I'm surprised I didn't sell them. It was I had an Azantic TSK, a boy, visual pie Azantic. Some dude drew me down to 375. I said, I don't know. Let me think about it. Then when I seen him, I said, I'll take the money, 375. He goes, I don't know. I said, yeah, you were just pulling my leg.
That's a deal right there.
Just want to see how you go.
So 2022, the end of in December 2022, I bought that snake for $2,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're better than me. I'm not selling a double recessive for that kind of money.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I would have jumped on that all day.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna try to. I'll try to bring it back up to like 400. And if I don't sell them, I'm just going to see if anybody wants to use them as a project, then we'll split the clutch,
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to use them. He's been on my rack for like 2 years. I didn't use him at all.
Yeah.
If it was VPI, I'd use it.
Yeah, that's it. It's not VPI. Like I said, when I first got into snakes, I didn't look nothing up. I was just, if I like it, I was buying it.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was one gene in it, 2 or whatever. I was buying everything I saw. And then, the longer I got into it, the more I learned and all that. I went with the MJ. I got the MJ Lightning Pie. I like that Azantic. So that's what I'm working with, And that was a $3,600 mistake because when I bought him to breed with my other Azantics, they go, no, that's a different line. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's Azantic. They go, no, this is TSK. You got MJ. They're different. I'm like, all right, that's a $3,600 mistake. Then I bought the pie, and then I ended up doing nothing with him. So I'm gonna stick with the MJ. I'm breeding him to 2 pies this year. Well, I started it back in November, so hopefully by the end of the month or by the middle of April, I have 2 clutches of pies, but they'll have MJ in it.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Then we'll sit next to Chris, fat man, and we had a good time. He was trying to. I was even going. If you buy a snake, you get a free T-shirt. If you buy a shirt, you get a free snake. So buy something. Is this guy retarded or something? So we had, like I said, we had a good time. We didn't make a lot of money, but it was a great time.
I think it's a tough crowd up there because they have so many damn shows in that area. I mean, right there within a 50-mile stretch, you have like a show every weekend.
They had a show today, and that's why they said the traffic was it was only 2 hours away. So if them people that live 2 hours away, why come here? Why not just stay in your own town and go to that snake show?
Yeah.
So that's what killed today, But if you have fun, it makes up for it. If you're bored and you're pissed off and all that, then you're going to have a miserable drive home.
I don't know, man. When you go up there and you take a $500 hit, I'm not real happy about it, to be honest.
No,
I don't have that much money in my show budget So it shuts me down for a little bit, maybe takes me away from a show that I might potentially vend later on because I just don't have the funds to do it. So
Yeah. Well, I knew I didn't have great snakes, but if I could sell these snakes for $30, $40, I was being happy. But I got rid of my males that were 800, 900 grams, and I wasn't going to use them,
yeah, but
So
truthfully, Sam, you had the right snakes to take there. I mean, because that's
yeah,
all you're going to sell there
yeah,
is
yeah.
pet quality.
Great quality, right? Look, I
I
had
don't
that
think I've seen
Xanthic,
anybody buy anything there,
right?
that was more than $500, $600.
I had that Xanthic, and I got them all the way down to 350. Somebody should have jumped that all
Man.
day.
Oh yeah.
Nope. He's coming home with me.
Damn.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, he's coming home. So fuck it. I'll try to sell him, or we'll see what happens. Any
Yeah, so
clutches? Anybody got clutches down yet, or any babies?
I
no,
just have the one clutch.
Still
I'm
waiting
just barely going to be getting my stuff going this year, so be a little bit before I get some clutches dropped. I'm hoping this week to be pairing though, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'd like to get a male locked up with a female at least.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I've only had one pairing that's locked so far. I've tried. I've put that acid boy of mine to two different girls and can't get him to do it. So I
Give
don't
him some
know.
Viagra. Smash it in. Give
Yeah,
it
right?
in the water.
He's a first time boy. I just don't think he knows what the hell he's doing, and he's a really timid snake. So he'll go in there and hide in the corner. But I mean, the second pairing I put him in, he was doing everything right because he went in there and right away started crawling on top of her and was moving all around, but she just wasn't having it. So
Put him in
maybe
front of
she's
the
not
TV
there.
and teach him.
Yeah.
Somebody told me if you take a shed from another male and you throw it in with that female, and then you throw a different male in there, that might get them all psyched up.
Yeah.
So one trick that we do that works is we'll take the sperm plug from another male and just wipe it on the back of the female, and a lot of times that will help. He doesn't give a shit about that either.
I'm gonna have to try that one. I haven't done that one yet.
That works because they go in there, and as soon as they get in there and they smell that, then it's in the air, and they're like, "Oh no, I got to compete with this. I can't have that."
I got to get first dibs.
Yeah, that pastel clown, he's driving me up a wall.
Hey, Sammy, Black Lagoon asked, what was your very first ball python?
My very first python was Spider Enchi. We bought her at my son bought her at a pet shop down in Florida. He was down there for a dog show, and he brought that home. She was in a big tank with two other males, and then after having her for like a month or something like that, she laid eggs.
Oh wow.
Stupid me. I didn't know what I was doing, so I kept on picking her up, grabbing the eggs, and put it under. She never bit me and everything. And they go, "Did she bite you?" I go, "Nope." I said, "Why? You don't supposed to touch the eggs when she's in there." But she kept on. She only kept one egg under her and pushed the other two out. Kept on pushing them two out. So after a while, I just said, "Fuck it. We don't have an incubator. We didn't have nothing." So I threw them away, chucked them out. But it's funny because she's like 2,500 grams. She only lays 3 eggs all the time. So
Damn.
yeah, that was my first. And then I got into the pies, and I bought a whole bunch of shit pies. And I for the first time I saw a black and white snake, and I go, I want that. I never seen a black and white snake. I bought the panda. I tell you, like I spent about, I think my first, I don't know, maybe my first 4 months. I think I spent like 35,000 on snakes that are shit snakes. But
seems like the supers are harder to hit than the recessives are. It just seems that the numbers drop when it comes to them.
I bought it's funny because I bought a mandarin. I didn't know nothing about mandarin. I just liked she was black and yellow. Beautiful snake when she was small. So I bought her because of the, Pittsburgh Steelers are yellow and black. And then it came with the boy, the mandarin. So when Canova said, "Oh, you got to get into the mandarin genes, this way you could do it and all that," I'm like, shit, I think I got that pairing. So I said, all right, I got something good out of it. So I paired her up. She gave me 3 boys, 3 girls. I sold 2 boys, sent a boy to Hollywood, a female. And I was trying to sell the females. Nobody wanted to buy them. Now they're up to like 1,100 grand. They go, is that a mandarin? I go, yup. Are you selling her? Yeah, like 7 months ago. Nice.
Not no more.
Not no more. They're staying right here. You know?
We've
So
got a couple that we've had for sale, for over a year, and they're finally getting up to size, and that's kind of my limit. Once they hit 500 grams,
yeah.
at that point, if I don't have one just like it, if it's male, if I don't have one just like it, it might stay. If it's a female, it's definitely going to stay because once they're at that 500-gram point, you've got enough money invested in it and feeding it
Right.
for a
So
while.
I'm gonna try to get blackhead into the mandarins. So I got a blackhead mandarin male. He's the blackhead mandarin pen. So I'm growing him up, and I'll throw him to them 2 females. You know,
Nice.
so
Yeah.
I'll make the colors brighter or something like that. I'll make them real orangey. You know,
Yeah.
maybe I could make some super mandarins. So
You can get
That'd be
Super
nice.
Mandarin hypos, man. That's a hell of a combo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That is a beautiful snake.
big gorgeous. Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I don't know if I got any supers because I never really DNA'd them or nothing like that. They're gonna look, I grow them up. Now they look really good. They're staying, So, but if I grow this male up that he's a blackhead mandarin pen, if I grow him up and throw him to the females and I make some super mandarins, then that'll be perfect. Make my money back.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Oh yeah. What up, Ro?
Ro, what's up?
Hope all is well. Did you go to any of the shows, Ro? So when did you guys go down to the show, Sammy?
We left my house around 5:30 in the morning on Friday morning. It took us a good 5 hours to get here. So we went right to the place. We set up the tables, set up the banner, we set up everything. And then we came back to the hotel around 1 o'clock, and then we chilled for the rest of the day. Then people got together to a restaurant, and we met everybody. There was like 30 people from the, from the show on Friday night. And then
That's a good time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because everybody gets together, everybody's friendly. There's nobody, I got better snakes than you, so I ain't going. I'm not trying to be better than you, but everybody's cool up here.
Yeah, it's a cool show to get around and talk to people. I took last time we were there, I took some time toward the end there and just kind of walked around, tried to talk to everybody, see how everybody else was doing. And some shows you go to and people don't really want to talk a whole lot. They don't want to say a whole lot. But there, man, everybody was chatty and everyone was chill. It was fun.
Then we got there early. We were the third people in the building, so we had everything all set up. So I told my son, go back to the hotel and chill out. I'm gonna stay here and talk to people. Then I was helping people set up. It wasn't no big deal. You guys need help? I'll help you.
Hey, drive safe, Ro.
Yeah.
Knowing Sammy's luck, he will hit the super mandarins. That's
Yeah.
what Mark said.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm gonna try. I mean,
They'll be
I don't
hiding
know.
the head for hypo in there too, and that'll pop out.
Yeah. I mean, for the last 2 years, the odds always been with me. I can't complain. 7 eggs, 6 pies. Who gets that?
Not me.
Then I did 5 eggs. I got 3 pies out of 5 eggs.
Not
And then
bad.
I did some head-to-heads, and I got 3 visual clowns out of the
wow.
pairing. 6 eggs,
Wow.
3 visual clowns.
Damn.
Nice.
So, and then with the blackheads, the female was orange green fire desert gold spider head clown, and then the boy was a pastel blackhead mandarin. I mean blackhead pastel blackhead Mojave had DG, and then 3 eggs, all DGs, and then all of them came out with blackhead. Except that
Damn.
Ken's got one of the boys, and I think the only genes he's missing is the Orange Dream. But I got the other boy at home, and he's got all of them. You know, we think we got to check his the Mojave. You know, so.
Mark said 50 a table is great. It's double that here in Washington.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not too bad for price.
Yeah, I think the cheapest one down here was 75 or 100.
Yeah.
It was like he said, you know, $50 for the table, and then around 12 o'clock they have pizza. You know, you get many pieces you want. You get a can of soda and a bag of potato chips. You know, so you know, it's pretty good.
Hell yeah. As much as you want to eat, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. You know, so it was pretty good. You know, and like I said, the people here, all the people that sell snakes are all real nice and everything else. So that makes it a little easier. You know.
Yeah. So it's popping pretty good over there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, it's how you sell snakes. I didn't have really anything great to sell, but I sold 3 out of, you know, like I brought 9 snakes. I sold 3 out of the 9. So
Shit, for that show, that's a win.
yeah, you know, and I had a
Honestly.
good time.
Yeah.
I mean, some people took my card and my stickers and said, "Look, you know, can we call you in about a month?" You know, I'm like, "Yeah, just call me. Don't text me because I don't look at texts. I'm old school. Call me. Leave me a message." You know. So.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm gonna try to get some footage of that one next weekend, though. I'll be there.
What's that one? That's in
It's a local 1-day show here in Kennewick in Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to that one, check it out. That's where I picked
You
up my
never been
retail.
to that one before, Will?
Well, they just started this one. This guy, he actually puts on the Spokane show quite a bit, and he just started this one up last year. And so last year was the first year, and I went down there, and it was a pretty good turnout. A lot of people, a lot of vendors and stuff. Spider Shop was there. Big Borg's Reptiles was there. A couple other people were there. High Desert Geckos was there. P&W Reptiles was there. There's a few people there, but this year they have quite a big vendor list as well. So I'm kind of looking forward to see. There's some new names on there and stuff. So go check them out, see what they all got. I think even the guy that is pretty much my mentor, the guy that I got my beginning collection from, he'll be there probably too, vending. So I'll go check out what he's got. Maybe show some different Joliffe Exantic and Tiger stuff he's got. Let people kind of see what that's all got going on. But yeah, no, I'll try to get some footage. Maybe even if I'm still around there when this is going on, I might even jump on there, kind of show you guys some stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be tight. Do most of you guys have like the vendor list when you go to Expo where it shows all the vendors and everything?
Yeah, I got it for this one, and I get it for the Puyallup and the Hillsboro up here for the PNWs and stuff. But
Nice.
and then obviously, like if you contact them and whatnot, you can kind of get the information for the tables and all that stuff.
Yeah. Like the Show Me shows, they actually post the vendor list online.
Yeah.
So you can go on there and see that. The only caveat to that is that's who purchased the table slots. So if that vendor's not there and he's rented those table slots out, it's not going to reflect that change.
Right.
But at least it gives you an idea of who's around you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what I like. I'll do the same thing. I'll just go on Google look up the Expo and everything, go to that website, and then it'll, like you said, it'll just show the list of all the vendors and everything. So it's pretty cool. Know who's going and
Yeah.
Networking, like the network too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sad thing is, I know a few breeders around here, but I know more of you guys breeders around like the rest of the U.S. instead of close by.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
I got the same problem. I went to a show in New York, White Plains, New York. And I was talking to a guy. I go, "Where you from?" He goes, "Oh, I'm from Connecticut." No shit, I'm from Connecticut too. He lives like 10 minutes away from me. Never heard of him. Nothing. I'm like, dude, I live 10 minutes away from you. He goes, "Oh yeah." Then he started following me, but his job made him get out of snakes and everything. So,
Damn.
no folk got it. He has some real powerful stuff,
Yeah, it's kind of like me. The one guy that I did meet in town that was a snake breeder, I had to go get some rats. This was like 5-6 years ago. I went to go get some rats, and so I met the guy in town. I got his Instagram profile, but he just like disappeared. I don't know where the hell he went, or I don't see nothing on it. I don't even remember his name anymore. Will, are you going to the NWR Reptile Expo in Monroe in May?
I want to, and I'm gonna definitely try. I should be able to get out to that one too. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
When is that one?
May. Oh, you didn't.
Not sure the date, but yeah, it's in May.
May, okay.
I know I think
Oh, is it May? I
Hillsborough.
see it, yeah.
Hillsborough's in July, I think. Yeah, we get a few around here, but I wish we had a little bit more than just the few that we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the thing. Not having too many, but having a decent amount would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe not every weekend, but like
Yeah.
once a month at least.
Once a month or something, every couple months at least.
Yeah, they had the big show this week in Dallas or Houston, one of the two. So that was today and Friday and Saturday, and then tomorrow.
Yeah. I haven't seen any footage. Usually, there's somebody who's putting footage up on YouTube or something of the bigger shows, but I haven't seen anything on the Dallas show yet.
May 10th.
Okay,
May 10th.
there you go. I'm off on the weekend, so I'm sure it's a Saturday.
Yeah, most likely.
And was that a one-day? Is it a one-day show?
The Monroe, I think it is. If not, it might be 2. But I know like the Puyallup show's 2. I know Hillsborough is usually 2. But Monroe, I think it's one day. But Mark might know. I haven't been to that one yet.
Yeah, I'll talk to Mark too. Because Maine is about 3 hours from me, maybe a little bit more, no more than 4. But if it's on a Sunday, that'll be good because then we'll go up Saturday night, stay, and then go chill out. Go there, walk around for a couple hours, and then come home.
Yeah, Gettysburg's just one day show. It's just a Saturday show.
One day show. Yeah. They let you set up on Friday.
Yeah.
Then you got to be out of the building by 6, and then most of the people that've been coming here for years, they all go to it's a buffet right down the street, farmhouse or something like that, and they got great food. And last year was 25, this year's 37, but it's all you can eat for $37. It's not bad. And they got good food.
No, it's amazing food there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good food, real good food. So.
Oh yeah, all you can eat.
All you can eat, man. I make sure I got my 37 and 19 cents tax. Out of food.
Exactly. I'm getting my money's worth.
Hell yeah.
You guys got any projects you're getting ready to do, Jamie, over there with the balls? Or
the boys are way more on top of that. I know we have one that's gonna lay in she just had her pre-lay shed, so with about a month.
nice.
So do you not have any projects in the balls, Jamie, or are you just doing the geckos?
I do the geckos and then I kind of push at pied stuff.
Okay, that's what TJ and I kind of. She has her little projects that she works, and I have my little projects that I work. So
Yeah.
kind of divided up. Sometimes we fight over which animal is going to whose project, but
Yeah, I really
well,
don't have anything to do with it. I mean, I sit in on the meetings, but the boys figure out who's going to
Yeah, I
who
think
and
so
all
too.
of that. So,
yeah,
Yeah, it's a 1 day show, Sammy.
Yeah, that's it. That 1 day show. Yeah. Is it Saturday or Sunday, or just Saturday?
May 10th is a Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. It's just hard because we work Friday, and I know it's like a 4 hour drive or something like that. So, nobody wants to get out of work at 5, 6 o'clock and then drive for 4 hours.
Yeah,
Especially,
No.
exactly.
Me, I don't mind, but my friends, they don't like snakes. They just come with me to keep me company, hang out.
They don't like snakes.
No,
Uh, that's funny.
they like just going there and hanging out.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get nobody to come with me to Gettysburg. I called my son. He's in Florida. I said, "Look, you want to come to a show? I'll fly you in. I'll fly you in Thursday afternoon, and then take you back to the airport on Sunday if you want to come down." He goes, "Yeah, I come down." So I flew him from Florida to Connecticut.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so he came down. I mean, he was,
Close, man.
he was there when I first started. Like he's the one that, we were traveling together when we first started. So he's involved with the snakes. He does the bullies, the small bullies, the dogs.
yeah.
He
Little
was,
pocket
Yeah.
bullies.
Pocket
yeah,
bully.
yeah. He was
Bully,
on your
bully.
pocket. He was on your podcast when you interviewed me, James.
Yep, I remember.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So he's the one with the bullies.
Not the one with the sneakers.
No, that's not that guy. He don't like nothing. He thinks he thinks I lost a lot of marbles getting into snakes and all that. He goes, I don't see nothing different. They look all the same. I go, you don't know that. Look at the colors. Still looks all the same as a snake. I go, yeah, stick to your sneakers.
The sneakers look all the same too.
Yeah.
True story.
But that little
A
room
shoe.
got
It's a shoe. It's a shoe.
that room got over 300 pairs of sneakers in that little room.
That is so great.
I walk in there, my phone rings. What are you doing? So I'm getting on YouTube. I'm gonna sit here. You can even watch me. I am not gonna touch any sneakers. Like one day I was taking sneakers out and showing them.
Yeah.
Okay. After I got finished, he called me. What the fuck were you doing? I thought you said you wasn't gonna touch those sneakers. I did. I saw you through YouTube and on the cameras. Like I said, they were asking me questions, so I had to show them off. And I told you not to touch them. So I got ring. He yelled at me for like 20 minutes. I'm like, all right, I won't do it again. Just forget about it. So when I did it Thursday, he let me know, do not touch any sneakers.
There's a lot of money in those sneakers, man. Those things add up.
He bought a house like 4 years ago off selling sneakers. I mean, the house was, back then, like say 5 years ago, houses around where I live at, they were going real cheap. So he bought that house for 60 grand. It's a 2-bedroom house. It's got a finished basement, garage, 2 bedrooms, kitchen, living room, and a bathroom. And I mean, I put work into it. We did the living room, the bathroom, the baby's room, and all that. So for 60 grand, he's almost done paying for it. I think he owes like maybe $10,000 on it.
Damn.
Now the house is worth, he bought it for 60, 3 houses down from him, sold for 269.
Holy.
Oh,
And he bought this, you said, a couple years ago?
Yeah, before COVID came around.
Damn.
Houses were going really cheap. That's why I had so much money, because we were buying houses and flipping them. Because I do me and my brother, we do sheetrock and we do everything, painting,
Right.
taping. So we needed a plumber and an electrician. That was it. We did the rest ourselves. So, we put 30, 40,000 into the house, and we were selling it for 250. So we were making good money.
Right.
So, and then I didn't have no problems buying a $3,000 snake. Yeah, I'll buy it. I didn't drew nobody down.
Hell yeah. That's the way to do it. That's what I want to do when I buy a house. I want to fix it up and do everything myself. Do the flooring, the drywall.
Yeah. You know, we got
Like-
friends that put hardwood floors down and they're saying them really cheap. So if the house had hardwood floor, we just redo them. You know.
Yep.
And then in the bathrooms, we'll gutting out the bathrooms and then, you know, fixing it the right way, putting new plumbing, new tubs, new sink, new toilet, you know, kitchen, new cabinets, because that's what everybody looks at. They walk in the house, cabinets, they walk into the bathrooms, make sure the bathrooms are good.
Yep.
Who gives about the rest of the house, you know?
Like you said, that's kind of the main attraction when you walk through that front door. Like, that's really the thing, is the kitchen. And, all right, cabinets are all good and looking nice. All right. Bathroom looks good. Got to keep the king's throne looking nice, right?
Yeah. We took one house that was a 2-bedroom house, but it had a walk-in attic. So we took the attic, we cleaned it up real nice. We made a full bathroom with a big bedroom and then 2 walk-in closets. So we made it instead of being a 2-bedroom house, we made it into a 3-bedroom house with a full bathroom inside the bedroom.
Nice. Oh yeah.
And then we fixed the basement up, and we put a laundromat down there, you know, washer and dryer, and a half bathroom down there. So the house ended up having 2 full bathrooms, 1 half bathroom.
Nice. So are you guys still flipping houses, or?
No, because now the prices are so high. Like a house that you could pick up for like 80,000, now it's like 250, and then you got to put money into it.
Right.
So it's not.
So you
because it's already been
spending
flipped.
300,000 on a $260,000.
Right. You know, you buy a house for like 200, you put maybe 50 into it. Now you're into the house for 250. Depends what neighborhood, depends what you do to it. You might get 3, you know. So
Hope
the
there hasn't been
market
a
right
lot
now-
of crime and murders lately, so that the prices don't go down on the house.
Oh no! Well, you saw what happened in my neighborhood. I live in the white neighborhood,
that's
Orange
right.
County. I live
Right
in the
across the
county
street.
neighborhood. The cops were chasing some kids. They drove into somebody's house, parked their car, and you heard the gunshots. Fucking, they came out shooting. You know, we got these young kids. The kids they got caught 18, 19, and 20 years old. They came out of the car shooting at the cops and running.
Stupid asses.
So
So, if anybody ever tries to kiss you, just don't do it. Italian kiss of death.
Kiss of death.
You know what sold a lot in and Gettysburg up here? I saw a lot of people walking with the lizards, you know, the geckos and leopards and all that. They were, you saw young kids walking around with them, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, geckos are pretty popular.
yeah.
I like them. I like how they jump. I just don't when they do it over excessively. Like a little
Yeah.
jump or something cool, but when that little fucker's jumping up on the ceiling and running around.
Yeah. I like the leopard ones because of the colors.
Yeah.
Those Afghan ones are cool.
Yeah. I see the bright orange, or you get the spotted ones when they got orange, black, or they got yellow and black. You know, they're real cool colors. You know.
Or like
Every
that
time I
Freddy
see
Krueger
Tommy.
looking one he's got. Oh, Tommy.
Yeah, every time I see Tommy, I ask him about the Afghan.
Oh yeah, nice.
Those things are. Oh yeah, I like those head patterns. Those are so cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was stoked he was going to put Freddy up for the auction that I'm throwing, and I was like, yeah, I always wanted Freddy, but something kind of popped up, so he kind of changed some other stuff he's putting in, but I'll get one later from him. I always liked I had one leopard gecko, and I think that was like, I might have had one when I was a kid, I can't remember, but when about 10, 12 years ago, I had a leopard gecko, but that one, she was kind of messed up, like, I already knew she wasn't going to make it long. I kind of just took her in. I think she lived for about 9 months or something like that. But I've always liked them, that bright orange they got, man. They got crazy patterns.
Yeah.
Jamie couldn't resist. She's like, I got to get into the geckos. The boys
Now,
are doing
Jimmy, you
ball
got the
pythons.
leopard. Do you have the leopard ones, or you just got the regular?
Yep. Leopard
leopard.
gecko.
They're
Yep.
beautiful, man.
They're
I
so
mean-
cute.
Hell yeah! If I was gonna get into something, I would get into that.
Yep.
Just the colors, the orange. I love the orange ones.
They're super
Me too.
bright. It's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I go and see them, man, just that bright orange, it's like, I don't know, I think of an old, like, Harley Davidson or muscle car or something, just that hot rod orange. Just so
Look
sick.
at how cute. See if we can get it.
Oh
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Those
Yeah,
eyes
look
are
at that
crazy.
Pretty face.
It is.
Yeah.
It's all innocent looking.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, do they bite hard? If they bite you, they bite
No.
hard? No?
They don't really bite. I only gotten bitten once, but it didn't hurt at all.
Mm. That's cool.
Have they screamed at you?
Yeah, they do that.
There you go.
That'll throw you off.
Yeah, when Rango was just little, when I first got him, tiny little guy, he would come running from out the back of the tub just for his little worm. So funny. Screaming all the way up. I was like, John, come downstairs. You have to listen to this.
Like it's getting attacked or something.
Uh-huh. It's so cute. Little raptor. This guy's pretty orange. I don't see if we can get it to focus.
Let me get you blown up again.
I don't know if it'll focus here. Whoa. It's not gonna go.
No.
It's like it started to, and then it.
You got to put it in front of your face, Jamie. There you go.
Oh, there you
There.
go. Bring it closer. There you go. Oh, no, the light.
Ugh.
Look
I
at
don't know.
Go
It's
for the
not
right.
gonna go.
Turn
No.
turn your brightness all the way down
On your phone.
on your phone.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, let me get you back up, Jamie. Oh, it's
It's so
starting to come.
blurry.
Yeah,
Yes.
but is it yellow?
Here, I'll
It's got
turn
the
the
yellows in
I'll
there.
turn the bright down here. Hold
Is
on.
that one of the ones with the lines?
This is just a tangerine guy.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah,
There you go.
see? Nice.
There's the line.
It's oops.
You know the-
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh,
I'll get
We saw-
I'll get better at that.
We saw it, but that's nice because the tails look like it was white.
They're
Yeah.
so jumpy. Yeah, I think that one's got white and yellow in it.
nice.
See, my
Oh,
goal is to
they're
make a
so
nice orange snake, really deep orange, just
Mhm.
like a pie with real dark orange on it. So
Something
Mandarin,
strong, just showing off
Scrambler.
that gorgeous orange, huh?
yeah,
How's that building going, Jamie?
Low. When are they gonna start working on it again?
Oh, they've been out of commission for a while, huh?
Taking a little break, I think. Yeah.
The
Shots
weather,
fired, John.
The weather
Right.
the weather got crappy for a while, and I don't know, just busy, I guess. So there's only a few things left to do.
it's already sheetrocked and everything, or
Yep. Just gotta finish up some water stuff and electrical and put the flooring in.
put that vinyl flooring there. They call it floating. Out here, they call it floating floor. Because if you ever get tired of it, you can just pop it and use it somewhere else.
yeah.
I think they're gonna epoxy it. It's a heated
okay.
slab, so
Oh, see, okay, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they're putting that heated stuff under there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss doing flooring. That was always
Yeah.
fun. Like you said, Sammy, you could just pop that shit right back out real quick and just lay it
Yep.
down again.
We did a commercial building, and it was like a hair. The girl was renting all these apartments. They were like 10 by 10 rooms, and she was doing nails, hair. So she bought, she rented 8 of them, and then you work for her. You got your own room. Whatever you make, I take a little bit of it. So she was supplying everybody, and one of the lady came in. We had to move a wall like maybe a foot to make the room bigger. So we popped them floor out, put it in the next room, and then we got a better floor. And instead of paying for 2 floors, you only pay for 1.
Hell yeah.
So.
Stan, send over pictures. I'll take a peek at that for you. See if I can come up with something clever.
We're waiting for Jamie to install the sump and plumbing, then we can finish the room up.
Right?
Let's
The
go.
ball's
It's
back in
never-
your court, Jamie.
It's never gonna get done.
Come on, Jamie. Look on YouTube how to do plumbing.
I'll call my plumber friend.
You can do it, Jamie.
Yeah. What time
Yeah,
is it?
it's
All right, well, I'm going to jump off. I can go take a shower and relax.
right on, Sammy. Thanks for popping on.
Yeah,
I appreciate
anytime, man. Thank you for letting me come on.
Yeah, no problem. Enjoy
Have a good
yourself,
one,
man.
sir.
Bye, Sam.
Get
All
that
right, man.
shower
I'll
and
take
some
you
rest,
guys.
brother.
Yep, check you guys out
Sam.
later.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
man.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll probably be shutting this down, I guess, here in a few minutes.
I still
Definitely.
got snake tubs and stuff to do too.
Yeah, I hear you. We were talking
Yeah.
about that backstage. I got to still go out and get all my rat tubs cleaned. I got to mess with the snakes, get them all clean, fed. I still got to go in the backyard, mow it, put some
Yeah.
weed and feed down. And I know I'm missing some other shit I got to do.
Oh,
Well, I got a sub pump to put in, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You just got gifted that job, didn't you, Jamie?
It's funny.
John said, that's it. I'm taking a vacation. You
Yeah.
can deal with this, Jamie.
Right? You're up. He's laughing. I can hear him laughing.
What do you guys got? Well, I know, Will, you got plans. You said you're busy too. What do you guys got going on, Jamie and Greg?
We're probably just gonna cook dinner and chillax tonight. Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah.
We clean rats in the morning, so take it
Well,
easy tonight.
I watched Nosferatu, so if you haven't watched that, I'd recommend it.
What is it?
Nosferatu, that new Dracula movie, or
Okay.
newer.
Yeah. Have to check it out. We're always looking for something.
If you like
They
William
got-
Dafoe and Skarsgård and all those guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
They got some cool movies popping out. I can't remember a couple of them that I wanted to go see. I think this month and next month. But Final Destination.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Final
that one?
Destination Bloodlines. That's coming out next month or May.
Nice.
So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. I watched the trailer. It looks pretty good. God, I wish I could remember a couple of those other movies that were coming out. They looked pretty good. I think one was like another horror movie, and I can't remember maybe the other one was like a comedy or something.
Well, I think Happy Gilmore too, right?
Oh, Happy Gilmore's
Oh, yeah.
coming out too. Yeah,
Funny.
that's
That'll
right.
be a
I
good
seen
one.
that the other day. I was like, that is so fucking cool, man. Like, I'm glad they're doing another one. You know what I wish though is that he could have done this a few years sooner, like
Yeah,
when Bob Barker was still alive.
yeah.
Like Bob Barker and Betty White, man, those were the gangsters.
Betty White is
Betty
special.
White. Yes.
Price is
He was
wrong,
funny.
bitch.
Check out Working Man.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah,
What's that? Oh, the movie.
that's another new one that's coming out.
Can't remember if I seen that one or not, or as far as a preview.
I have not.
Time to get back to Rats and Shores.
Yeah.
Everyone a day.
I
Yeah.
feel
Thanks,
you,
Mark. I appreciate it, brother. You have a good one.
I'm
Enjoy
trying
yourself.
to avoid it, but I got to.
Mm-mm.
Came out yesterday.
Oh, it did.
Nice.
Oh, maybe I'll go watch that tonight.
What one? What was that about? I can't remember.
That Working Man one.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'd look on my computer, but it died.
oh no, you're good. That's the one with Jason Statham. Oh God, what is it about? Military career, black ops, human trafficking, kidnapping his boss's daughter. Okay, I remember what this was. Okay, so yeah, he's trying to. It's kind of like a a Taken, but like in a little bit of a different scenario, I guess, like a military style. He's like a super badass, obviously decorated military soldier, black op, and he's trying to go and find the kidnappers that took his boss's daughter.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it is. And then the Accountant 2 is supposed to be coming out too, right?
I'm not sure on that.
I believe the Accountant 2 is supposed to be coming out, which that one's going to be really good. You watched the first one.
You know what else is supposed to come out too is they're already doing it another Friday.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that one I want to
Who's
say
in that one?
But that's the only thing that sucks though is the same thing. Like if they could have done this 15 years ago or something, 12 years ago when Bernie Mac was still alive and Debo and
Witherspoon,
Mr. Jones, yeah, like dude, and then Ezekiel died too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's four of the main characters, man, that are out. I mean,
is Chris Tucker gonna at least be in it?
I'm 99.9% sure he was coming back.
Okay.
I'm just curious though, like how he's gonna do that. If he's gonna change his ways of still wanting to be Christian and not put that out there, or if he's just gonna go ahead.
Oh yeah, true.
So it's like, come on, man. Like, I don't have a problem with anybody going to church and doing your thing. That's awesome. I pray every day, but come on, man. Like, it's a freaking movie. You know what I mean? Like, do the movie.
Yeah. I always wonder what happened to him.
He got big, man. He used to be skinny.
Yeah,
I mean, he's still thin, but he's got, a pretty good build compared to where he was, probably weighing $130 before. Good night, Stan. You have a good one, brother.
See you, Stan.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and shut this down.
Thanks for letting me crash your party.
When are you on In Your Circle, Vance?
Oh, that's going to be April 19th.
Okay,
that's
coming
cool.
up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm glad you mentioned that, Will. I'll be jumping on.
Tune into that, y'all.
Yeah, April 19th, I'll be on In Your Circle, so I'm pretty stoked. In fact, Nikki scared the shit out of me yesterday. She sent me a message, and it said something. Well, she sent a story a few days ago. I didn't see it until like the next day, but it was already gone. And then she said something about Saturday, and I'm like, wait, that was April 19th. Like, we're still in March. And I'm like, I hope she didn't get it mixed up. So she's like, no, it was just kind of an advanced type thing notice. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I was getting scared thinking I had to run on there the next day and do it. Like,
we're going to be on the Great Outdoors on the 21st of April.
Nice.
On Keys and Wiz, Whiskey Bomb Network.
Wait, Great Outdoors.
The Great Outdoors show.
Oh, you know what, Jamie?
Brian and them.
Growing up, I'm thinking of the Great Outdoors, and I'm thinking of Derek.
Oh, yeah.
How the other day I said the Idiots Outdoors or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I was getting their two names mixed up because it's almost similar.
They are.
Outdoors for Dummies.
Outdoors with Dummies or for Dummies. I don't remember which one it was now. Yeah.
I was mad. I was so stoked when you guys had that the other day. I ran your show. I was like, oh, sweet. I'm going to get me another 10 more Forge coins. I seen that answer and I was like, I got this one. And I put Idiots Outdoors. And then when I seen somebody put Outdoors for Dummies, I was like, oh, shit, that was the name. Like, I swore I was going to get that credit. Like, no, tough luck.
It's fun. I love doing that trivia.
It is. It's awesome. And then the hot seats are awesome too.
Yeah, thank you.
I can't wait to I can't wait to get back on there.
Yeah, we got to get you back. It's been a whole year. You were our very first. Yeah.
I think it was March when you guys started it, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Like the end of March or something, I think is when I went on. So it's been a year.
Yeah. Because we had our first episode with just the three of us, and then you were our first guest the next week.
First guest on the second show, yeah.
Yeah. Greg and TJ were way up there in the beginning, too.
Yeah, they were third.
I think we're third.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, they were right after. They did a good job, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody's done a really good job. I like
they've all been pretty good.
But
it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, it was
I don't
definitely fun.
know. I don't know about that Python portal one though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
kinda-
guy, he was. Yeah. Now, Will did great.
Glitched
Actually,
out.
it pissed me
Will
off.
did good. Yeah.
I missed Will's. I shouldn't say I wasn't really pissed off because I was talking to somebody.
You
I was
were a
actually talking
replay
with,
crew.
I was talking with David. So I watched like the first 15 minutes of your guys' show, but then after that, I was still
Pulled away.
talking with him. So I was like, oh, I got to catch
Yeah.
the replay. I caught some
Yeah.
of the end.
Yeah.
In fact, I missed that one too because I was like, what did I pick for the 10 more forge points? The
Oh, that was,
whatever question, it was something about your favorite animal,
Yeah,
and you put
what
I
I
think
would
you put the retic and I put the scorpion.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I was like, man, I'm gonna get this. It's a scorpion, but I missed part of the show, so I'm just going by on the knowledge that I know of Will.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then Ken, I think he said tiger morph or something like that. But
Yeah,
y'all were close. Y'all, I mean, in a sense, you guys were right too. So
Yeah.
you know, that's
sure.
just a tough one to do, man. I don't know.
Good
well, I
time.
appreciate everybody coming out,
Yeah.
everyone in the chat. You guys are all awesome, and everyone up on the panel. I appreciate you coming out, Jamie. That's
appreciate it.
awesome. I'm glad you popped on.
Pop in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always stoked when John does come on once in a while. You know, it's not often.
Real.
But no, it was awesome. I was glad that you popped on. I was like, is this going to be? No, this is Jamie. It's not John.
Well, we were sitting there watching it on the TV, and I was like, I should pop on. And he's like, yeah, you should. He's like, they would love that. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm glad you jumped on. And I appreciate you, Will, as always. You always
Oh,
jump
of course,
on.
man.
Appreciate it,
Hell
bro. Greg, you too as well, brother. You always rock. You guys come on every time. And
Missed you last
Thank you.
week, but I figured I'd make it for this week.
yeah, in fact, was it last week or the week before? Me and Greg talked till like 1:30 in the morning. Or
As the
some
week
shit.
before, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's 1:30 my time, like
Oh man.
Yeah, we were on all damn night.
all night long.
oh my gosh.
It
I
was
don't
a
know
great
how. Ugh.
Later, Mitzi. You have a good one. All right, you guys. I appreciate it.
All right.
And I'll
Thank
see
you.
you guys all next week.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy.
Have a
See you
good one.
guys.